done. Hopefully it's all working. You should be... This should be live. You should be ready to watch. And it's game by watch along of Bayern Munich against Barcelona. What a game we've got today. I'm going to put the teams very, very quickly on the little scrolly thing down the bottom for you. I'm just trying to sort out a thumbnail as well, literally as quick as I can. Hopefully I'll get that done before kickoff. There's not too much to talk about right now. They are just in the tunnel. I'm obviously going to put the timer on when the game has started, but as it hasn't started, you can't see it yet, if that kind of makes sense. We'll see who's going to be the first to get in here tonight. Who will it be? But, yeah, this is going to be a great game. I'm fancying Barcelona. I've got to say, they've just been in insane form. Rafinha's been tearing it up. I mean, Bayern is still a great side, but we saw in the Villa game, they're not that good. They might have been having an off day at Villa. That's the only time I've watched them this season, but they were not very good. Obviously, Harry Kane still scored a lot of goals. Muller's come back in tonight, which is interesting, but we'll wait and see how it goes. But I'm fancying a Barcelona 2-0 right now. Get some predictions in the chat, of course. We'll see what you're all kind of thinking before the game starts. It's not registering my type in, which is really annoying. Right, that's better. Can you hear me okay? Let me check. Let me check real quick. And then we'll go from there. Because my mic keeps kind of spinning and turning away from me. It's really, really annoying. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's wait. Then we'll go from there. Because my mic keeps kind of... Yeah, good. Okay, the players are walking out the tunnel. Hopefully you can't hear the commentary or I'll get a strike. Obviously, I believe this still isn't at the new camp. Yeah, referee I don't recognise. A lot of time I do in these kind of games, so it's the same people, but I don't recognise the ref. Yeah, this is weird watching them not at the new camp. I know they've already been here for a season, but it's still strange to me. I still haven't got over it. But yeah, Barcelona, I think they should win tonight. Let me know what you're all thinking as well, as I said, but I just think they're going to be too good for Bayern. Seriously, I just think they're going to be too good. Bayern fans have come in force, actually. You do see with a lot of the teams, especially Spanish, they don't tend to travel too well in Europe, but luckily, obviously, it looks like Bayern have brought quite a few with them, because the German fans, you know what the German fans are like. They love it, don't they? And yeah, I rate them. I rate them very highly. We're listening to the Champions League anthem, which not a single soul cares about. I still think it's really strange that the Champions League even has an anthem. That might seem weird to you lot, but I think it's weird it has an anthem. Like, there's not a... Well, there is now, but there never used to be like an FA Cup anthem or a Premier League... Well, this isn't an FA Cup anthem, but there never used to be like a Premier League anthem or anything like that. It's just the Champions League has to be bougie, doesn't it? So they've got to be different. They just have to be different. But Barcelona will be hoping not to lose 8-2 tonight. I'm sure people have spoke about that quite a lot. But, I mean, I'm expecting a Barcelona win. Them to get revenge from all of that time ago. But we'll have to wait and see. Manuel Neuer is still the captain after all these years. Still knocking about. Good to see. Obviously, he's had a lot of injuries. But it's good to have him back and fit and playing. I'm just sorting out the thumbnail if anyone's wondering what I'm doing. Just want to get that up before the game starts, ideally. But yeah, they're taking the tracksuits off. They're getting themselves warmed up. I'm going to talk you through the teams. They'll be down the bottom for you in a second. Inaki Peña's in goal for Barcelona. Balde, Martinez, Cabrasi, and Jules Koundé at the back four. Ahead of them, we've got Casado and Pedri. Number 16, playing in a 10 kind of role, we've got Fermin, and then we've got Rafinha, Lewandowski, and of course, Lamine Yamal. That is a disgusting front three. Wojciech Szczesny's on the bench, Cochrana's on the bench, another goalie as well. Gavi, Ansu Fati, Torre, Paul Victor, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, and it's gone too quickly, I haven't seen the rest of it. But the Bayern team as well, let's have a look at who Bayern are sending out for the game today. They're going to show that in a second. Manuel Neuer, as I said, is back in the side. Thomas Muller's getting a start as well, which isn't always guaranteed these days, so that's interesting to see. But, I mean, the Bayern team has a lot of the familiar faces that we're all used to still, so that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. Why isn't this working properly? I'm trying to fade my thumbnails and it's not working very well. It's just not working very well for some reason. Okay, here we go. Fonzie, Kim, Upamecano and Guerrero at the back four, obviously in front of Neuer. Then we've got João Palhinha and Joshua Kimmich. Both getting on a bit, actually. Serge Gnabry, Thomas Muller and Michael Olise in a Bayern shirt. It's still weird to me. And Harry Kane is, of course, going to be up front for the Germans. Their bench, they've got Ulreich, Goretzka, Leroy Sané, Kingsley Coman, Eric Dyer, Ibrahimovic. I don't think it's that Ibrahimovic before anyone asks. And a few others as well. That'll be exciting to see. But yeah, it's almost time for kick-off. There is going to be a counter in the corner that kind of has the time on it and everything like that. Barca look ready to go. Okay. Let's get that timer sorted. It's disappeared for some reason. I can't use it. Hopefully I'm going to get it off before kick-off. We are literally ready for kick-off here at the new camp. Let's have it. Oh, when are we going to get started? I'll let you know. Bayern players a little bit eager, but we are off. And Manuel Neuer eventually, when he gets the ball, goes long, decides to go long straight away. It's going to be interesting to see if that's a tactic tonight. But the timer is up. You can see all of that now. And we will see how this game goes. I'm still backing Barcelona. I think they're going to be the ones that bring it home tonight. Yeah, 2 early long balls by Bayern. We played 20 seconds. They've just booted it to Barca straight away at both times, which is interesting, I guess. Yeah, the cameras have gone straight to Hansi Flick. He's done a brilliant job so far. He's getting the best out of literally everyone, which I'm impressed by because under Xavi, a lot of these players were not performing, or a lot of them obviously weren't even in the team. It's a new look Barca, but it's exciting, I've got to say. They've been poor for a long time, and I know people like preying on their downfall, but we're going to stop talking about that because Barcelona are in. It's Rafinha one-on-one with Manuel Neuer. He's gone round him, but he's scored already. The flag has not gone up. Barcelona are leading after under a minute. What a start. Bayern have been absolutely caught by surprise there. Ball's just come through. The defender's tried to block it. He hasn't got enough on it. And Rafinha has run a long way, almost from the centre circle, with no one in his way. Bayern playing a really, really high line, which I don't really understand when they're playing long ball. And he's rounded the keeper really well. It looked for a second like he'd done too much, but he managed to slot it in. What a start for Barcelona. And I don't know, I'm feeling good about saying that they were going to win. It has to be said. I'm pretty pleased about that. Vincent Kompany isn't, but I'm pretty pleased about how it's going so far. 1-0 to Barca. City have already taken the lead as well. And he is really tight. It's really tight. I'd say he's onside, but it is extremely tight. But yeah, Neuer covered it quite well, actually. But he was never getting there. It'll be interesting to see whether this is given onside or not. The number 6 as well, which I believe is Kimmich, did get a touch on it. He wasn't playing it intentionally, though, so that won't count towards the offside. Good to have you here, Charlie. We've had a really interesting start to this game. I put a poll out, actually, saying, should I do Barca Bayern or should I do Real Madrid against Dortmund? Real Madrid-Dortmund was an insane match, so I'm going to be fuming if this one isn't as good. But it's already delivering. It's 1-0. It does stand as a goal. Barcelona are in front. And Bayern, what I've seen from them this year, I don't fancy him to get back in the game. That might be a bit harsh, but I mean, anything can happen. It's the Champions League, but I just haven't seen enough from Bayern. They had no way to respond to Aston Villa, so it'll be interesting to see if they've got any way to respond to Barcelona. But they've just done it again, Bayern. They've just booted the ball as far as they can as soon as they get it. This is Vincent Kompany ball at its finest. Still mental that you can finish basically bottom of the Premier League and get the Bayern Munich job just because you play kind of okay football. But yeah, Barca look a lot more comfortable here. Bayern are making their own mistakes. They're finally getting a little foot on the ball. And as I say, it looks laboured the whole time though. They're making it look difficult and then they just go long and lose the ball again. I do not support Bayern. I don't support Barca either. I'll have no real horse in this race. But Bayern looks so frustrating to watch. If I was a fan, I'd be really annoyed. Of course, we're only 3 minutes in, but literally, they get the ball. Kim Min-jae's got the ball. He makes one pass. Isolated. They go long. But, okay, this could be onside. They might be in here, you know, Bayern. Okay, Thomas Muller's fallen over. You can't watch your stream yourself, but have a good stream. Appreciate that, Jake. You too, mate. You too. Luckily, we've already had a goal here, so it's quite interesting. But, yeah, appreciate that, Jake. Are you playing FIFA today? Are you playing Rocket League? I saw you put a poll up in your Discord, but I didn't have time to read it. Why does it still say Team of the Year cards at the bottom? That is time ago, lads. That shows you how often I stream these days. It's actually mad. So there we go. Let's get the lineups on there for those that need to see him. Elise has got a lot of time on that, and he has played one of his teammates in. Actually, this could be good. Pro clubs love that man. I might stream pro clubs soon. He's up against Balde here. He sent him both ways. That is a beautiful ball in, but Kunda's headed it away. Elise is the bright spark for now. Bayern need a response. They can't afford to go 2-0 down. But Upamecano in the Champions League It's still not going well, and he's just pushed a man over for no reason. Barcelona free kick. Some of these players I'm not actually that familiar with, guys, which is why it's taken me a second to realise who they are sometimes. I don't watch these teams that much, and Barcelona obviously changed their team a lot. I'm familiar with literally every player in Bayern, but there's a few for Barcelona I haven't actually seen play before. The centre-back who is partnering Martinez tonight, which is Pau Cabral. Literally never seen him play. Don't know anything about him. Same with Marc Casado. Don't really know much about him. You can see there confirmation of what we saw earlier. City have taken a lead against Sparta Prague. I normally do watch an English team just because obviously we're a bit more familiar with the players and how they play, and my audience will support some of them, but the English teams are playing games they should win pretty comfortably this week, which is why we're watching Barcelona against Bayern Munich instead. So I knew there would be a few kind of questions about that as well. But yeah, Barcelona, as comfortable as you can be right now. We'll see if that changes or not, but literally, if I was them, I would be extremely happy. Of course, we've had a game started, but I wouldn't be feeling too apprehensive about a Bayern comeback. I'm just kind of putting the teams in for you now, guys. Bayern are finally on the way forward here. It's Sergi Gnabry. He's trying to play it straight through to Harry Kane. And again, they're trying to force that ball forward, which I think they do far, far too much. But yeah, Bayern, they are keeping it here. But Barcelona are playing a high line. They're keeping the game very, very compressed. It's being played kind of in about a quarter of the pitch between the halfway, either side of the halfway lines, where most of this game's being played. It obviously leaves a lot of space in behind, and we saw that with Rafinha. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there. But yeah, Iñaki Peña is, of course, the goalkeeper today. I haven't seen him play either. I think I did tell you that. Yeah, Balde is in there as well. I'm just going through the team very slowly here, just while I get it up. While I'm doing that, Bayern are coming forward, but Barcelona do look pretty comfortable here. The ball was on to Kane there, but Gnabry didn't see it, so they're just going to go back. They're just going to keep the ball, and I don't think that is really the worst idea for Bayern Munich at the moment. They'll get forward there with Guerrero. He's found, I think that's Muller, and it's going to be a corner there for Bayern Munich. I don't think they're particularly lethal in the air, Bayern, but obviously if you can get a corner, you're going to be happy with it. You're going to take it. But yeah, I mean, they don't look particularly threatening in the air, but I know Kim Min-jae isn't a small bloke, is he? Kane's decent in the air, but I won't be too worried about this as Barcelona, but let me know, of course, what you think. But yeah, I don't fancy them that much from corners. I might be completely wrong. I might have scored loads from corners. They've gone really, really deep with that one. It's gone over everyone, but Palhinha has kept it alive. He's put the ball back in, and Kunda's cleared that pretty easily. That was really, really tame. That kind of looked like that was intentional, but surely not. Surely they didn't mean to do that. That would be really, really strange if they did. It was an interesting tactic, but I can't say that it went correctly. But yeah, Barca are just pretty comfortable, as I said right now. I mean, now, should they be pushing? Should they commit men forward? Should they try and really punish Bayern while Bayern looks shaky? Kane could be in here, actually. He's taking a poor touch. It's going to be close. He has got there, but Stegen... Sorry, it's not to Stegen, is it? Iñaki Peña has managed to cover it off. I'm going to say to Stegen a few times tonight. I will warn you now, because I'm so used to him being in goal for Barcelona. But, of course, he's not against a team from his country. Atletico have taken the lead as well against Lille. They've gone 1-up. Julian Alvarez has scored there. We're going to keep an eye on all those other games as well. Rafinha's actually the captain tonight, apparently, which I think is a bit strange. Winger as captain ain't really my kind of thing. It's woke nonsense, in my opinion, but I don't know. I don't think he's been there long enough as well, but I don't know. The way they're playing, you can't really blame him for it. You can't say it's a bad decision if they're all playing well and winning games and they're getting the best out of Rafinha. So, yeah, I'm not going to question it. Lamine Yamal, and of course we should have Lewandowski in that side as well. But yeah, not much going on at the moment. Of course, I will report when anything is happening. But we've got the whole Barca team there, which took far too long to put in. So that's just start going in for you there. Okay, it doesn't like the accented letters, so we're gonna have to change that very, very quickly. Sort that out. But yeah, Bayern have got the ball. They're starting to get a bit better with it. I think Barcelona have let them into the game a bit. They are letting Bayern play a little bit too much, perhaps. Elise always looking dangerous. He's got 4 men around him there, but he's found a teammate. That's a good ball in for Harry Kane, and he should score, and he has scored. I don't know if it's onside, but Bayern and Munich are looking level to me. Kane goes off to celebrate. That's come out of absolutely nowhere. The referee has got his finger to his ear. I don't know about potential offside or anything, but too many players there have gone to surround Michael Elise. He's played it down the wing. Just a little slide pass. There's loads of time to put the cross in. Harry Kane gets between the defenders, heads it into the floor, and it bounces back up. We're going to get another look at it here. The offside is pretty tight, but I'd say he's definitely on there for me. The ball comes into Kane, who's offside. That is not going to count for me. I think Kane's offside. So I'm not going to change the score yet. I believe Kane's offside. We'll have to see. He might not be. But for me, Kane is offside there before he heads it in, which is maybe why the defenders left him alone. Of course, it was very tight, but I think he's quite comfortably offside there. And the referee has got his whistle to his mouth. He's made the signal, and it is no goal, I believe. I believe that is no goal. It hasn't changed the scoreline up here yet. But surely that's going to be no goal. They're waiting to change it. I can't hear the commentary, so I don't know. But the Barca fans look happy. The fans of Bayern Munich don't, so I'm presuming that goal did not count. And for me, that is absolutely the right decision. No questions asked at all. That is correct. But yeah, the Barca team is up there for you now. We're just going to add the Bayern team to that as well. But yeah, Barca, lucky escape there maybe. That is a warning that maybe they should be not too complacent. I still think they'll win, but they could let Bayern back into this when they really don't have to. They're starting to press down a bit more Barcelona. That seems to have reinvigorated them. And they're getting in the game quite a bit more. But Kane's got the ball here. Oh, it's dreadful touch, and it's recycled to the goalkeeper. But this could turn nasty for Barcelona, and it still definitely could. I think they've just got their foot off the gas a bit too much right now. You never know. You never know, but this isn't the best. Feyenoord have taken the lead in their game against Benfica. Ueda has scored there. We're just going to get another look at the offside here. First pass was onside, and that is definitely offside. When can we have this technology, by the way? Oh my god, that is closer than I thought it was. Kane's kneecap and his big toe are offside. That is a lot tighter than I thought it would be. It was off. We need that technology in the Premier League desperately, man. Absolutely need it as soon as possible. But I do think that's the right decision. But I did not realise just how close that was. I thought that was a lot harder to, a lot easier, sorry, for the officials than it actually turned out to be. But yeah, driving forward there with Kim Min-jae. There's a lovely overlap there from Fonzie. I don't think Gnabry's going to use him, though. They have got up the pitch there, Bayern. They've got a lot of players in the Barca half. They've tried that ball over the top. I think Gnabry may be offside. Tackle goes in. Flag goes up. Barcelona playing the offside trap to perfection right now. It is very, very risky business, but they're making it work for now. Whether it'll work for 90 minutes, I'm not too sure. Gnabry went a half second too early there. They knew they'd caught him. But you never know. You never know. One of your line might not come up. You might be onside. So once you go through, you've still obviously got to try and score just in case it does count. But this high line is going well now, but I don't think Barca will be able to hold that out for 90 minutes. I think Bayern will eventually get in. Barcelona just with a free kick there on the halfway. Lewandowski apparently was pushed. I'm not too sure about that one, it has to be said. But yeah, we're not going to question it, guys. We're not going to question it. Right. Just taking their time over the free kick, Barca. I think they want to kind of slow this game down a little bit now. Of course, they are in front, but it's been threatened a few times. So I think they are happy just to sit on that lead for a little while. We'll just slow the game down to their pace and then go again. But yeah, I want to see a little bit more attacking, but there's a lot of time for that, so I'm sure we will see that. I'm not going to complain yet. We've had a goal in the opening minute. I mean, for entertainment, that's about as good as it gets. Bayern in a bit of a spot of bother here. Fonzie's got no out ball. He manages to turn. He's played a brilliant ball to Gnabry. That was class. And Gnabry's just booted it straight back to the goalkeeper. There's just no cohesion for Bayern. I mean, sometimes what they're doing looks okay, and then they just kick it long when it's not on, or they get played into a corner far, far too easily. So, yeah, Bayern are making their own problems a lot at the moment. Barca are pressing well, don't get me wrong, but I don't think Vincent Kompany has really fought this one out as well as he should have. Just going to keep watching here. Now it's Bayern's turn to be pressing. Barcelona playing out of it. Oh, I was about to say a lot more comfortably there, but I do believe that might actually be a Bayern throw there. Lamine Yamal with a good first touch, but then, yeah, he's just carried it out of play. Bayern player did cut across him a bit, but not enough for a foul. That's a bit frustrating if you are a Barcelona fan. But, yeah, loads of space for Gnabry over here. The ball's nowhere near him. It's on the other side, but if they manage to get that ball across, he will have acres of space. Just a little bit shaky from Barcelona there. Ball rolling back to the goalkeeper. Not the best communication, but they've managed to get it out to the halfway line. Bayern will come again, and that high line is straight back into false. You can see it the whole time. And Bayern have struggled with it so far. They've been playing the long ball, which I think will work at times against this, but they've just put too much on it every time. It's a very, very delicate science, especially when your striker in Harry Kane isn't the fastest. Elise's not the fastest player over, but you'd expect him to get there. The whole time they're looking offside. That's gone all the way over to Serge Gnabry this time. They've cut out Harry Kane in the middle, and he is onside. Fonzie now makes the overlapping run, and they're trying to play that through ball the whole time. I'm still not sure that that's onside there from Guerrero, but we'll have to wait and see. As Kane wins it again, it's caught by the keeper, and the flag again goes up. This offside trap really doing Bayern in right now. They've just got to be a bit more patient. It's being forced the whole time. The wingers and the fullbacks, when they go on the overlap, it's not going too well. Right now, they're going a little bit too far up the pitch. And, of course, if they lose that ball, Bayern will have a lot of players committed forward. Both teams are pressing high, which is good to see. It does limit the space, though. This is where you really need your creative players. And perhaps the pace of running in behind will work, but you need someone to unlock it. You need a bit of brilliance. And I think for Bayern, it will come from Elise, who has just been caught offside. The flag stays down, of course, because those are the rules. Now, Elise's going to play it across, and now the flag should eventually go up. It doesn't from the linesman, so they reckon he was onside, but he looks offside all day to me. This is a risky game Barcelona are playing. We've already gone through why that is. That is a lovely ball out to the far side. Is Gnabry going to bring that down? He's had a first-time shot, but there's just not enough on it. It just rolls through to the goalkeeper. That Bayern kit they're wearing, it's kind of white, kind of cream colour with some nice red on it. I really do like that. Barca, of course, are in their classic home kit. Not much else to report as of yet. It's kind of followed that for quite a while now. That Bayern get the ball, they play it around a bit, they get caught offside or it gets saved. That is kind of what we've got so far. Of course, after that first minute goal, it would have been really interesting for me had that Harry Kane goal counted to see what would have happened, because I think Barca would have gone for it a bit more. But they're more than content to let Bayern have the ball, because Bayern are not threatening that much with it. Every time they have threatened, they've already been caught offside. So they've had a few shots on target, but none of them actually count in the stats because they've all been offside. Apart from that Gnabry one, which was never ever going in. They're playing that crossfield ball again. Again, Elise looks for his man, but surely they've got to learn by now. That ball's not on. He's found Gnabry there. That is a stunning touch from him. It's a ball across to Kane, who scores, and I think is offside again. We've got a bit of lag, unfortunately. He celebrates. I'm not sure, again, if that was onside. Connor, how are you doing, mate? Good to have you here. So I'm not going to change the score yet. It has gone up as 1-1 on the thing. This time, I said they've got to do it. They've cut out Harry Kane. They've switched it straight from Elise over to Gnabry. It's a brilliant first touch from Gnabry. It was a really hard ball to control. Gnabry is 100% onside here. And we'll see again, that is so tight. I don't want to call that. That is extremely tight with Harry Kane. Gnabry's put the ball in kind of at knee height. Kane's managed to actually deflect it into the opposite corner of his shin. It's a very, very clever finish. But whether it will stand or not, we've still got to wait and see. For me, if I had to have a guess, I think that will stand. I think that's a good goal. But we'll have to wait and see. The keeper's coming across. Kane's done so well to put that in the opposite corner. That's very, very, very clever attacking football. Of course, a clever finish from Kane is what you'd expect from him. And it does look like this goal is going to count. We're just not going to change it yet because we are still waiting. But I believe that is going to be Barcelona 1, Bayern 1. They're underway. It does count. Bayern a level. And we did say after a great start, Barcelona were happy to play that offside trap, let Bayern have the ball, and then win it back from the free kicks. But eventually, Bayern were going to find them out. I didn't think it was going to be this early on. But Bayern have found them out. And now it's 1-1. Hansi Flick looks not very happy. Especially because I think this Bayern team aren't that creative. They're not particularly great. That should be a foul. Again, it's Upamecano just pushing Lewandowski over when he absolutely doesn't need to. Yeah, I wouldn't be playing it like that personally. Need a bit more creativity with Bayern Munich because it's just been the direct ball so far. It's been direct in, down the line, trying to get that cross in. And that because of the way Barca play, they haven't had to really think outside the box, be a bit more creative. We're getting a lot of open football, so I am never ever going to complain. But this has been an exciting game. It has been an exciting game, but from a defensive standpoint, I don't think there's too much defending going on. We are seeing, of course, UCL Upamecano again, which is never a good thing. Manuel Neuer, of course, is always going to be calm on the ball. He's just tried to arrow that over to Elise. Elise's going to put a bit of pressure on it, but Balde's managed to just play it back to the goalkeeper. 1-1 already. I mean, I said earlier, didn't I? I was worried this wasn't going to be as good as the Real Madrid-Dortmund game, so I chose this one over that one, but it might end up being just as good. Maybe even better. Okay, Jules Koundé there. He's driving forward. He's been caught by Serge Gnabry. The ref plays advantage, and then surely that's going to be pulled back. Barcelona kept the ball anyway, so they are going to play on. Bayern's getting back into shape, getting back in position now. Barca not wanting to commit as many plays forward, perhaps, as Bayern are at the moment, but of course, when your forward three are Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and Lewandowski, you don't need too much else, do you? But then that's to be fair, that's acting like the Bayern front three aren't that good. I mean, Elise, unbelievable. Kane has shown how good his finishing is already. He's on it tonight. And then Gnabry, of course, made the goal with some brilliant touch and a brilliant shot. A brilliant cross, sorry. So, yeah, they've all played their part as well. That's going to be another free kick here. I don't think it's going to be too long before we see the first Bayern Munich card of the night. If you were a betting man, I'd put money on Bayern to get more cards personally right now. Obviously, we don't know how that's going to go over the game. If perhaps Bayern go 2-1 up, Barca might be the ones who are trying to win the ball back. They might get more cards, but that's definitely what I'd say right now. Bayern putting in a lot of silly challenges they perhaps don't need to. If they get a player on a yellow card, Upamecano is probably one away from a yellow card. They might be in trouble. I'll make sure I put the Bayern line up down the bottom as well. I haven't forgotten about that, don't worry. 6 of our 11 tonight for Barca, by the way, have come through La Masia as the start I've just seen. Massive gap in the middle here. Barcelona are in. It's brilliant defending, actually, this time from Alphonso Davies, of all people. I didn't get to see who was in for Barcelona there. It's one of the players I'm not too familiar with. I think it was the 16, Lopez. But that is brilliant from Gavi. He's just won it back. He's dribbled through a few players there. We're out on the wing now with Balde. And apparently Bayern have got the ball there. And now they're going to counter-attack. I think it was Upamecano who won it. It's Elise here, alongside Muller and Harry Kane. They're up against the two centre-backs. No one else involved. Elise's had to go from range. It's well blocked. Barca's still on the defence here. Bayern is still taking their time to get players forward, though. That's a dreadful touch from Davies. They've played it back to him. He's given it away. And there's a massive gap, by the way, Lamine Yamal. That is brilliant. He's found Rafinha. There is a massive gap between these Bayern Munich centre-backs the whole time. Can't remember who the other one is. It's Upamecano and someone. This is why I need to have it up. It's Kim Min-jae and Upamecano. They are so wide the whole time. I don't know. I presume that's to offer a passing option because the fullback's getting forward so much. But when they lose it in the middle, which has happened a lot, they are not ready for that player drifting into the middle, which has sometimes been Rafinha. It's already been Lamine Yamal. Fermin Lopez has gone through the middle as well. It's a bit of trouble for them. That's where the goal came from, and they haven't sorted it. They haven't decided to kind of change the way they're playing for that. Of course, that will be up to the manager most of the time, but I think that could be a problem for them all night. And I don't think that's going to be the last goal we see coming from there. But yeah, 23 minutes in, we're a quarter of the way through the game, and if it stays like this, I will be very, very happy. That is a quite good ball out there, out to Thomas Muller, who's onside. It was Fonzie who played it out onto the right wing. Elise now in the box, looking to curl one. It goes for a pass in the end, and it is blocked. Lamine Yamal now on the counter-attack. A lot of walking already from both sets of players. It's been end-to-end, so I don't blame people for being tired, but Lamine Yamal just with nowhere to go here. That is brilliant from Lamine Yamal. I said he had nowhere to go, and yet he still somehow got the ball. Eventually, after fouling him, going through on one, they managed to get out for a throw. But Lamine Yamal has just shown some brilliant skill there. Nutmeg Serge Gnabry, who was not happy. Gnabry's teammate there, I think it was Palinha, pulled him back. But just some brilliant skills in here from Barcelona. La Masia is well and truly back, guys. It really is. It really, really is. Poor touch there from Rafinha, who's dropped extremely deep. He's kind of playing left DM at the moment, which you wouldn't expect. But I know he just wants to get involved, of course. Feyenoord have just gone 2-0 up. That's a dreadful ball from him. He's giving it straight to Davies. And it's end-to-end, but it still feels kind of cagey, if that makes sense. Fonzie there just gets around his man and falls over. He was away from Kunda there. Had a lot of space to run into. Just slipped on the ball. But no one is getting a moment's rest here. It's going to be interesting to see how long these players can go like this, and how many of them, of course, will end up playing at the weekend for their teams, because they're going full throttle right now. They really want to win this game. With the new kind of league format, you don't have to win as many games, but people want to be in that top 8. People really want to be in that top 8, of course, and you missed some fixtures, I think, in January. Of course, go straight through to the next round, so that is something that everyone will be wanting. Villa are the top dogs at the moment. Bayern obviously can't go top with a win because they've already lost to Aston Villa. I'm not actually sure about Barca's results, but they've played that ball over the top again, Barcelona. It's Rafinha who's drifting all over the place here. He's played it into the middle. There's a lot of space on the wing for the Yamal, but instead, don't look for him. Lewandowski goes for a shot just from the edge of the D, and it's rolled wide. If he'd seen him, there was so much space for Yamal. Him and Rafinha have swapped sides, and I don't think Bayern were ready for that. Doesn't take a deflection. He's just gone with his inside, trying to curl it into that far corner along the floor, Lewandowski. A bit of a daisy cutter. Not enough on it. For power to beat the keeper anyway, and of course it went wide. But there we go. As I said, Barcelona pressing really high, and Lamine Yamal has just tackled Neuer, but it's gone out of play. Neuer so lucky there. Lamine Yamal just comes lunging in, gets a touch on it, but not enough, and they get away with it in the end. Bayern Munich. That was exactly what we've come to expect from Manuel Neuer, wasn't it? He does that so much. Liverpool have taken the lead against RB Leipzig. I would have been watching that game if I realised that was today. It's Darwizzi who's scored to go. I thought they were playing against Salzburg and not Leipzig. Whoops. Bayern, though, have gone with a long ball. Again, they almost caught it out there. There just wasn't enough on it for it to get to Thomas Müller. It's still on the whole time. We are not done by any means with goals in this game. And I don't want to say that because I don't want to curse it, but I was so confident we're going to get more goals. Jules Kounde there, just dispossessed by Gnabry. Kane's out on the wing now, and we've had a little bit of lag there, but we're still watching, don't worry. Kane just looking for the cross. Has to play it back to the edge of the box in the end. Kimmich's there. It's blocked in the end. There was no real wide option there for Kimmich. He didn't have too much to do. And Barca have won it back, but they're still being pressed inside their own half. They've played around that really, really well. And Fermin Lopez now carries it forward. He's been caught, and surely that is finally going to be a Bayern Munich booking. I've said it's been coming for a while, and the first one of the game has gone to Joshua Kimmich. I was expecting it to be Upamecano because he already made so many fouls, but Fermin Lopez driving forward there. Kimmich just runs across the back of him. Does he even touch him? Yeah, he's tried to make it look like an accident. I don't think it was. There was a lot of momentum carrying him forward. He has looked like he's tried to get out of the way, but I don't know if that was just to make it look like it was an accident and avoid the yellow card. But yeah, Bayern have picked up their first booking, which I think we were all expecting. And Kimmich has got a lot of game left to play on a booking now. Will he see out the 90 minutes? I'm not sure. I think we might see Goretzka at some point. But you can't take your eyes off this game. You absolutely can't. That is some great play from Barca. So they go from the brilliant to the ridiculous. Balde, he's just getting away from Kim Min-jae here. Kim Min-jae can't keep up with him. He gets close enough just to deflect it behind for a corner, but just out of nowhere, you see some great skills, some great bits of interplay. This has been a really entertaining game to watch, and this is what UEFA wanted, of course, when they changed the UCL format. This is exactly what they wanted. It's mad. It's mad, this game. It's been brilliant, but I don't know if it will stay like this or not. I don't know if it will stay like this or people will become too tired too quickly because they've been going so full pelt the whole time. I just feel like this game can't carry on at this speed. Barca are going to have a corner. They've lined up very interestingly in the box. Bayern are really covering the kind of 6-yard box. That's gone for a goal kick. It's coming too low. But the Barca players all lining up kind of just outside the 6-yard box. But they're not lining up in the kind of love train all facing the goal. They're lined up the other way, kind of along the edge of that 6-yard box. A bit strange. Not looking the tallest in there apart from Jules Kounde either. But there was no threat at all from that one. I think Yamal tried to come around the front. Just didn't work. Manuel Neuer in possession again. We're going to see if he carries on mucking about with it. Or if he's going to play it early based on what happened earlier. He still messed about with it. That is not a good pass to Upamecano. He's played it out quite well. Bayern have actually managed to keep that in, but they just haven't managed to keep possession. They were in such a pickle there. They got put into a really difficult situation there by Neuer. Upamecano did well. Elise did well, but just couldn't keep it in play between them, unfortunately. Lamine Yamal dropping a bit central there. He's made that far too easy. Does a lot of good skills, that man, but he's kind of seemed to forget where the ball was there. Kane's just playing it into Gnabry, and I think Bayern are not in a rush to get forward here. They just want to keep possession. They just want to settle for a bit. So they haven't been able to do that too much. Kimmich just needs to open his body up a bit more there. Been forced to go to Kane. He had no one else to go to. And Harry Kane is effectively in the left-back position right now. So if Bayern do get out of this and get a quick break, they will not have their man up top as a focal point. But Barca are pressing so well. No way they can keep that up. And that is a pretty easy decision for the ref in the end, because Fermin Lopez has just grabbed the back of Gnabry's shirt and relieved the pressure. Gnabry was going nowhere. He was going towards his own goal. I don't know why Fermin Lopez has done that. Find that a bit strange. My God. I'm just trying to look for the Bayern bench. I want to see who they can bring on. Okay, so if we're looking at Barcelona, Gavi will probably get minutes. Olmo will probably get minutes. Ansu Fate's washed, isn't he? Frankie will probably get minutes. Maybe Pablo Torre as well. But if you're looking at Bayern Munich, Kingsley Coman actually, I thought played all right. Okay, we're just going to stop there quickly because I thought Elise was in, but the ball's just got too much on it. He couldn't control it. Yeah, we've got Kingsley Coman, who I actually think has played all right when I've seen him. Eric Dyer, obviously covering as centre-back, surely. He managed to get into the team. I'm surprised he's not still playing Upamecano. Conrad Laimer as well, who can put a bit of energy into the middle. Ibrahimovic, not Zlatan. Jamal Musiala has actually been benched. I didn't realise that. Leroy Sané as well, and Matisse Tell. So there's a lot on the bench for Bayern. I think Musiala for Muller might give them a bit more energy in the middle. I don't know who they've got at the weekend. I'm presuming from the way they've lined up, it's not going to be the easiest game they've played this season. Liverpool, of course, just confirmation they've got 1-0 up there. We've seen Nunes scored on 27 minutes, been out 31 minutes. Gone in this game and in that game as well. So, of course, they all kicked off at 8 o'clock. Bayern subs are going to warm up. I don't think we're going to see anyone. I don't think we're going to see anyone come on just yet, but you never know. Maybe soon. Just putting the team out for you now, just so you can see it. West Indies v England, 3 ODIs and T20s. Thank you for telling me that you are showing that. TNT Sports. They do love plugging everything else during the game, don't they? They really don't need to do that as much. That's a lovely ball over the top. Upamecano was awake to it. Fermin Lopez was almost in. Harry Kane's been sandwiched there between Lewandowski and one of the midfielders. So that's just going to be, again, relieving the pressure. Silly fouls. Both teams have been doing that. I don't really know why. It really doesn't make any sense to me. But just there, I mean, Casado has just pushed him into Lewandowski and he's gone over. There was just no need for that. They've just relieved the pressure when they didn't need to again. Feyenoord have gone 2-0 up as well against Benfica. Milambo has scored. I'm not going to pretend I know who that is because I don't. But yeah, I think we've actually picked a decent game to watch today. They've all been pretty captivating, but this is. I think we've picked the pick of the bunch, you know. Maybe not over the whole weekend. Sorry, game week, because of that game yesterday in Madrid. But we've definitely picked an interesting one today, nevertheless. So we've got Kimmich playing, Palinha. You can see it kind of. You can kind of see it coming up now. The Bayern on. I've managed to finally sort that out. Palinha. That makes no sense being spelled like that. Palinha. It's P-A-L-H. I-N-H-A. That makes no sense to me. But the game has kind of quietened down a bit now, finally. Which we don't need. As I say that, that's gone all over the place. It's been a bit of a headlock there, and a free kick has been given to Bayern Munich. It's starting to be a little bit hairy as well. just these fouls don't need to be given. And it might be frustration for Barcelona, but it's Casado again. I think he's got to be one away from a booking now as well. Upamecano's probably gone long enough without making a foul that he could maybe get away with one more if it's not cynical. But Casado needs to calm down a bit, man. You need to calm down. 34 minutes gone now. Our team's now going to think about, we've got to get into half-time level. Or are they going to go, we want to go into half-time ahead? Or are they just going to keep playing the way they have played? That is a really lazy pass from Kim Min-jae. But yeah, that is a lovely ball over to Harry Kane. I don't think he might be offside. It's ended up being picked up by Davies because Kane's left it. And he's found Sergi Gnabry from deep in loads of space here. He's just got the ball by the byline on the left wing. He's found Kane on the edge of the box. He's played a beautiful ball over. They can't get under control and it is cleared. I think it was Guerrero coming in around the back there. That was a lovely, lovely pass by Harry Kane. He's just dinked it over. He was kind of standing on the edge of the box. He's dinked it, curled it over to the right. It's landed basically on the edge, the right-hand corner of the 6-yard box. But he just couldn't get it down and the keeper came up very quickly, to be fair to him. And it looks like Barcelona are going to play out of this press now. Just got back with the goalkeeper and Bayern have dropped off a little bit. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if these teams can sustain this. They're both pressing really high and really well. It's been good to watch from that perspective. Barca there, everyone stopped. I thought they were going to get a free kick. The refs waved advantage, and it hasn't really been an advantage. There you go. The teams are out properly now, finally, after 36 minutes of the game. Just taking a breath because it's been a difficult one. It's been I'm out of breath just watching it. Oh, he could be in here, Lopez. He's flicked it over. Neuer's caught him. It's bounced around. Lewandowski, I think, has got there. And a goal's been given, but that is not the end of it, okay? I'll describe it to you in more detail in a second. That was absolute chaos ball. He's bounced around. Fermin Lopez has got on the end of that bounce. He's knocked it round Neuer. He's been caught by Neuer. It's bounced around again. Lewandowski's managed to divert it in. Vincent Kompany absolutely is not happy. But Barca are celebrating. And for now, the goal has gone onto the scoreboard. We'll have to see what that is at the end. But 2-1 at half-time, mate. Not 21 goals to Barca. No one needs that. That'd be a great game to watch. He's come from deep, and it's the ball between those centre-backs. He's put his hands in Kim Min-jae's back, but not enough for a foul for me. And then Neuer hasn't got there. He's caught Lopez, but it's rolled over to, yeah, it's hit Kim Min-jae on the back of the head. You could argue he wouldn't have been there if he wasn't pushed. But Fermin Lopez has got there just before Neuer. He's taken a clatter from Neuer, and it's just been hit into an empty net by Lewandowski. I don't think there's enough for a foul there. It's a bit cheeky. It's a bit naughty. But I'm not sure there's enough for a foul. But it's Lewandowski who just slams it into the empty net. Upamecano did a really good job. He was stretching to get back. Just couldn't get enough on it. I've got to say, if that is ruled out, I'd absolutely understand why. Because Kim Min-jae wasn't going to put it's hit Kim Min-jae on the back of the head. If he didn't get pushed forward, he would have been able to head it away from behind the ball and head it properly. But that little push in his back has meant he's flicked it onto Fermin Lopez. But the goal does stand. We are underway, and now it's 2-1 to Barcelona. I understand their grievances with that one. It was a little bit naughty. But I don't think there's enough in it. I think that's one where either way, the ref's going to have complaints. Bayern with a free kick there. Lamine Yamal has just put his arms around Davies. He didn't need to. The ball was going out of play, but this has been a really captivating game so far. We're not even at half time yet, so we have to. We'll have to look forward to that second half as well. We're not even halfway through. Of course, this is a league match, so it won't go extra time or penalties or anything like that. Oh, that's a cute little pass there. Well done, Bayern Munich. Did well to keep the ball there. Very, very tidy football at times, but then it's not tidy consistently enough. Oh, that looks a little bit under hit from Kim Min-jae, but of course, Manuel Neuer doesn't stand where normal goalkeepers stand. He comes out a bit. But the centre-backs are just playing it to Neuer and back here, trying to keep the ball. Eventually, he's been forced long. That's taking a little deflection. Elise just has his pocket pick there, just inside the half. And he goes back to the keeper. Barcelona are going to try and play it forward themselves now. Let's go out for a throw-in to Barca, very, very deep. And we'll see what the press is like here, because Barca seem to sustain their press quite a bit longer than Bayern Munich do. When Barca press is very, very quick. It's very, very quick, but they stay at it. But if Bayern keep passing back to the goalie, they don't drop off. After a few passes, Bayern seems to drop off a bit. I don't know whether that's fitness levels or anything like that. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, again here, Bayern just having to go back to the goalkeeper, but Neuer doesn't have that many options. You know it's going to Kim Min-jae or Upamecano every time, and that does seem to be a bit of a press trigger here, but I say they've played out of it. They haven't really got forward. They've managed to keep the ball, but they haven't got anywhere. Barca's shape is really good. Possession pretty accurate, pretty even, guys. 54% Bayern, 46% Barca. Of course, that was mainly when they were chasing the game for the first time by Munich. Oh, Elise's just been caught there. Yeah, he's had his arm around him. He was trying to get away. Bayern have tried to play a free kick quickly as well. Barca have intercepted it. The refs can make him take it again. But yeah, just looking at that push again, the more you look at it, obviously it's in slow motion. It looks stronger than it actually was. There's not too much in it. There's not too much in it at all. I can't believe, by the way, this game is on TNT Sports 5. Number 5. Seriously, lads. Surely this is the blockbuster game. This should be on Ultimate. This should be in 4K for everyone to enjoy. Another pass there. Neuer is letting Lamine Yamal get very, very close. For a man who almost conceded a goal from being tackled by Lamine Yamal. He doesn't seem to have learned his lesson. He's never going to learn his lesson. He's got to this age still messing about Neuer. It's not going to change now, is it? Another free kick there for Bayern. I think they've actually gone for advantage in the end. They played that ball over the top, but if that had gone a bit further, Muller was in. He managed to get into a little pocket there. Don't think anyone spotted him. He would have been away, but the ball went to Kane. It might have gone on if Kane didn't touch it, but it looked like it was for Kane. He's had his pocket pick there again in the middle. Elise has managed to win it back, though, for Bayern Munich. And it's a very, very disciplined... I was about to say it's a very, very disciplined line there for Barcelona. For a second there, they were very... very out of touch with each other. It was more of a diagonal line, which is not what you want when you're defending. But they've come away with the ball eventually. Only for it to be one back in the middle, and now Muller's got it, and that's gone to no one. Muller has been poor. Musiala needs to come on if they want something from this game. I don't know how long they'll give him, though. Fonzie's been on it tonight, though. He's won it high up the pitch again. Bounces back to Barca, but then it will be a throw-in for Bayern. This is a very chaotic game. Oh my god. He needs an option here. He's done well in the end. He's done well in the end, Thomas Müller. But, yeah, I think that magic from Musiala in the middle will just give him something else that they don't have right now. So, I think he would definitely get minutes. But would he get 10 minutes? Would he get 20 minutes? Would he get a whole half? Who knows? Oh, this could be interesting. Oh, there's been a big tangle in the box there. Guerrero's gone round his man. Got a little nutmeg on him. But then they've kind of tangled legs and gone both fallen to the floor. Nothing there for me. But again, it's one where the ref's under pressure, whatever decision he makes, and people can complain about it both ways, but I think that's definitely the right way to go. They're putting a lot of trust in Upamecano here. They've eventually gone long to Elise, and he is absolutely onside for me. I think he started in his own half. But it's the same passage to play every time. That was naughty again. Barca seem to know what they're doing. When it comes to what they can get away with, what they can't. They're very, very sneaky with it there. And yeah, Bayern have got the throw in there, but it's just little obstructions, little pushes all the time that the ref gives them. There's not really enough in it, but it does change where people are going. Inigo Martin is he's got hold of Guerrero's shirt, fallen over, and Guerrero's tripped over him. Still maybe not enough in that, but tugging his shirt there was risky. If Guerrero had gone down straight away, you might actually have had more of a case for a penalty there. Lovely touch again by Gnabry, collecting that crossfield ball. Oh, he tried to play it through to Elise. Elise's got there. He's just on the byline. It's gone a little bit too far. He tried to play it back to Kane. It's been headed away. Flag stays down. I'm not sure if he was onside or not there, but interestingly, Bayern happy to take the throw-in, which surprises me. I think they just want the ball in play as much as possible. They've obviously taken it quickly, but they haven't managed to get out from that throw-in, and they've actually lost the ball. Thought they were going to win it back there, but Lewandowski with a lovely cute little touch there. Kimmich can't foul Fermin Lopez or he'll be off. I think there's been an advantage there in the end. That was a risk from Kimmich. He's booked and he's grabbing a man who is starting an attack. So that would be obviously not denying a goal scoring opportunity, but it would be ending a dangerous or a promising attack, which can obviously be a booking. I really can't say where this game's going to go next. He's offside there, Gnabry, but Fonzie isn't, and wow, he should not have got there down the left wing, but he has. He's just so rapid, and he's made it look so easy. We haven't seen that in a while from Alphonso Davies. I used to really like watching him play a few years ago, but I don't think he'd been at his best for a while. We're starting to get there again now, by the looks of it. That's horrendous tackle from Gnabry, getting nowhere near the ball. And then eventually, Polinia puts him into the crowd, Lamine Yamal, but he did get the ball in the process. It was a fair tackle, but a strong tackle. Just watching that again, Fonzie should be getting nowhere near there. He doesn't even look like he's broke into a sprint and he's got to the ball miles ahead of him, but the cross wasn't good enough. Right. My chair really needs bolts tightened on. You can hear it so much. Kane's offside there. I think that's the easiest decision I'll have to make. That is a lovely ball to Rafinha. Can he bring it down? Oh, he's brought it down really well. He's got two men in the middle. Is he going to try and curl it? He's gone alone. He's tried to curl it and he's scored. Wow. Oh, that did not look like that had enough power on it. But it's beaten Neuer. We'll see if that was a mistake or whether that was just a perfectly good finish. Barca are 3-1 up. It's Rafinha again. Brilliant touch. You could see what he was trying to do the whole time, cutting it in. But I think he was made too easy by the defence. This Bayern defence is so shaky. And I act like this game's putting me to sleep. It absolutely isn't. Kim and Jay's not happy, but this has been a brilliant first half. If you're a Barca fan, of course, it's been even better first half, but full of neutral. So exciting to watch. Can never take your eyes off it. It's that cross-field ball that Bayern have played so much, but this time Barca do it. Out to Rafinha on the left wing. Has a little shake inside, and just no one gets tight enough to him. That's far too easy. Yeah, no one gets tight enough. Upamecano. That is a brilliant finish, actually. It looks scuffed at first. That is a brilliant finish. If you see that from behind, if you see it from the right angle, Neuer's covered his post really well there. That's got so much whip on it. That's gone so well into the corner. That's a lovely finish. At first glance, you don't really see it, but that is special. Like, Rafinha has impressed me so much tonight. We know he's been in form, but he's been really good. Yes, Cameron, good to be seeing you, mate. How are you? Good to have you here. Just trying to move that chat box. There we go. Yeah, good to have you here, mate. What a first half we've had. Have you been watching any of it, or you've been busy? You've been making some career mode content, maybe? I'm actually going to make a career mode video next, because Ultimate Team is getting to the point, after a few weeks, Ultimate Team's starting to annoy me. And obviously, career mode gameplay is completely different this year with the sliders and all that. I might give that a try, but I want to do some what-if kind of videos, if that makes sense. I'm going to start working, hopefully, on one of them tomorrow. I also didn't realise, with regards to career mode, just how much stuff you can only do on PC when it comes to the customisation of stuff, and that you can't put Libertadores teams into different leagues or into tournaments. It's really annoying. Got suspended from school today. Oh, you and Jake both are both suspended from school. Now, what's going on? My subscribers, they love a bit of suspension. But yeah, can I ask what you did? Or is that too much? That's a lovely ball. Just watching that again for the Rafinha goal. Brilliant ball, brilliant touch. It's all just inch perfect. And then the finish as well. Like, the two defenders, I said they weren't tight enough to him. Upamecano actually does get very tight coming in. I don't know how he's managed to get his leg through and even touch the ball, let alone do a perfect finish, perfect curl into the corner. It almost looked like, if any of you guys played the old games, the old banana shots. Who remembers that on FIFA? Don't think any of you will, because it was on Wii career mode. Lamau was just taking a short corner there, tried to go across the box. That was almost 4, but it's half time. And it's 3-1 to Barcelona. What a game! I was worried it was going to be bad. It absolutely hasn't been a bad game. Barcelona will be very happy with the way it's gone. Bayern Munich won't, but 45 minutes. It's looking interesting. So teacher, no, I don't think that's. Yeah, I don't think that's enough to get suspended though. That's enough to like. That's enough to maybe go head teacher or whatever, but I wouldn't say that's enough to get suspended. People get suspended for nothing these days, like for literally, like they don't like suspending people that much these days. So I'm really surprised at that, unless it's starting to go the other way sometimes as well. They just want to get people out of school if they can, make it not their problem, if that makes sense. But yeah, shouldn't have done that. I'm not going to say you should have done that, but I do think suspension is a bit much. But yeah, we are at half time, so we can have a chill for a little while. They don't have any coverage. They don't have any halftime coverage. We've just got nothing on the screen. We've just got Barcelona 3, Bayern Munich 1, second half up next. Boring. I like using that meme far too much. But yeah, we've got stuff cooking on the career mode front. I uploaded TikTok today as well. If anyone cares, go and watch that. I'm gonna keep plugging TikTok the whole time. We've got 9+ notifications, results. Oh, we got some comments. We got some follow. We didn't get any follows though. We got a few people very interested with my unboxing that I did. Unboxed a few vinyls. It was a good time. But yeah, shameless plug over. I say that I'm gonna put it in a Discord later anyway. But yeah, they haven't even got coverage on this game, which is really interesting. Let's have a look around the grounds. See what else is going on. What games have they decided to do? Oh, okay, it's Liverpool, it's City, Liverpool and Celtic, and then the Champions League goal shows on as well. So they've gone with the 3 British teams, which makes sense. But Atalanta Celtic was earlier. I thought that game would be done by now. I thought that game was a 5:45. Yeah, it finished 0-0. So I don't know why they're still showing that. But around the grounds as well, they've actually told us about all the goals. You didn't miss any. Bayer Leverkusen were held by Brest 1-1. Actually, no, so I'm going to phrase that better. Brest were held by Bayer Leverkusen 1-1. That's really annoying because I've got the Frimpong card who I want to upgrade. But we're just going to have to wait on that. He's not in my team anyway. He's a bit ass, actually. City are 1-0 up at home. Have they gone with a strong team? I mean, I say that their B team is strong. They have actually. They've gone. I thought they'd go a bit weaker than this for playing against Sparta Prague. They've gone Ortega, Lewis, Stones, Akanji Ake, Gundo, Savinio, Foden, Bernardo, Mateus Nunez actually getting game time is interesting, and Haaland. So they're not the weakest team. Liverpool are also 1-0 up. They're away at RB Leipzig today. They've gone just as strong as well. They have benched Diogo Jota, but that's about it. They've gone Kelleher, Trent, Canate, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, so obviously no Robbo. Solazar, Gravenberch, McAllister, and then Salah, Nunes, Gakpo. So very, very strong team from them as well. Luis Diaz is obviously on the bench. And yeah, Curtis Jones would maybe him fancying a start after the way he played at the weekend, but he's not going to get that. It's a really, really interesting Leipzig side. They've got a lot. Actually looking at it, I didn't realise just who played for them. They've got so many exciting talents in their side. Benjamin Sesko and Lois Pender up front. They've got Xavi Simons in there as well. Nusa. Well, there's a lot of young talent in that team. So they're not going to do their whole career at a club. That's be annoying, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They're getting the Champions League experience and then they get sold on for a big profit. Some clubs need to do that. Some clubs have that as their job. They bring the talent through. Dortmund probably do it better than anyone else. Set it on for stupid amounts of money, but never win anything themselves. Recording Ep3 of your Everton career mode. Who should you sign for season 2? That's a good question. What positions are you looking at? And kind of budget as well, because the budgets are all over the place in career mode. I'm presuming you stayed up. Where did you finish? Are you going to be in Europe? You mid-table? Have you won the league already? With that, no way have you won the league with Michael Keane. It's just centre back. If you haven't already replaced him, that's what you need to do. Get rid of Michael Keane. Because he's washed. I'm guessing the first player you replaced was Ashley Young. Maybe Calvert-Lewin, because he's not reliable, is he? For being on the pitch. You need 2 CDMs or CMs. So obviously, with the new roles, it gets really confusing. But I'm guessing we're going maybe box to box or holding, perhaps. Let's have a look. I'm gonna have a cheeky little look on. I was gonna say FUT, but I'm on FCM. If they even have FCM on here, yeah, they do. Okay, good. Just because I never remember the players, and I never remember the players enough. So all the Barca players are very popular at the moment. You need physical. It's the Premier League. We need that physicality. And you're not going to go straight in signing Moises Caicedo or Romeo Lavia or one of them. But Chelsea are interesting because Chelsea have got so many players. They're going to have to sell some of them, aren't they? So, finished 8th, lost the FA Cup final in Season 1, so no Europe. So you're a game away from Europe as well. Wow, but that's a lot better than I think Everton were hoping for. So, you could get something going there, definitely. I was just thinking Pat Mateta Sarr actually does play too much, probably, for Tottenham. No way you can sign Curtis Jones. He wouldn't go from Liverpool to Everton. I'm just having a little think. Sudakov could be a good option, but he's more of a CM cam and he's not got the physicality for the Premier League. So we are talking more CM, CDM, someone who more is strong on the ball, can win the ball, pass it out, I'm guessing. If they're all around good, then that's obviously a big bonus, but it's not something that you're 100% expecting every time. But some of these, yeah, are pretty cheap. There's some pretty good cheap players, but I don't think there's anything right up to the level that you'd be wanting. I've got right here. Obviously there'll be some good free agents because of the timing as well, because you're in the second season now. Yeah, I don't think Kobbie Mainoo's going to move to Everton. But yeah, the new negotiations can be really annoying. They are so strict that you can't sign anyone half the time, which is really annoying. And they undervalue all your players by so much. So much. Try Hume. Gift Orban, I like. And Koleosho. Yeah, that's solid. I really like Koleosho, actually. I think he's a great footballer. Little bit raw, if that makes sense. He's not refined in the way he plays, but he's good. He's good. Try Hume. Try Hume's not even on footbin. I was going to look at his card. Oh, there he is. Yeah, right about that. Makes sense. How much rating has he gone up by? I'm assuming you're playing him left back instead of Ashley Young. But I'm guessing he's gone up to maybe 75 for you. 76 perhaps. But yeah, he's a solid player. I'm not surprised he's a guaranteed starter. Yeah, just looking through centre mids. I mean, one I always like is Kjærgaard, who's a left mid who can play centre mid from I think he's at Salzburg. I really like using him. He's 73 rated, so he wouldn't go straight into your team. But he's massive, he's good all round, and his defending stats aren't the best, but he actually does play pretty well there. And he is a centre mid on the new game. I really like him. He's a player that I used last year, and he was one of my favourite ones. He is not too expensive. I'm just going to look him up on FCM quickly. Yeah, 72. He's 72 rated on career mode. 83 potential, but he's pushed past that a lot for me. He's only 21. 6'3", very, very strong. Yeah, he's a player that I really like. Oh, he's right back instead of Coleman. You've moved Mikalenko back in. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm just gonna have the game on so I'm ready for the second half. Yeah, I don't think they've got anything coming on just yet. Okay, we're looking through the highlights real quickly. We've just seen that Lewandowski goal again. I want to put Barca back ahead. They're really focusing on that push. You'll see Micklin going by Doughty, yeah, or Leif Davies. In real life, I'd 100% go Leif Davies out of them two. But on FIFA, which one's going to work? You know, you unfortunately got to think about that as well. I would 100% go with Leif Davies for real life. But looking at their cards, I mean, Davies probably does have a bit more of the... Has he got a bit more age on his side? I don't know, he's only 20. He'll only be 25 for you, won't he? But I don't know how much he is on... I don't know how old Alfie Doughty is. I'm going to have a look. But yeah, I like Leif Davies. I really do. Doesn't give you their stats though, which is really, really annoying. I just want to see that. I just want to see their normal stats. You know. There we go. Okay. 80 pace, 75 passing. With Davies, it does kind of depend on how much he's actually got better as well. Scores have just come up there. It's exactly what we were expecting. I would probably go all at the same age. Alfie Doughty's already a bit better. Probably Doughty for me then. But in real life, it'd be Leif Davies all the way. Can watch every game on TNT Sports. What a result. Even Young Boys against Inter Milan or Salzburg against Zagreb, if you are so inclined. That's your preference. But Yeah, I don't think it's like. I do one sometimes. Is a single person watching those. That stadium is magnificent, it has to be said. Obviously, it's not the new camp, but it is a nice little stadium. Second half is up after the break. We will be there. We will be ready for that, luckily. The champions! Do. But yeah, I'm just looking already at people's reactions to that push and stuff. They seem to have made controversy where there doesn't need to be any. There's been enough happening this half for that not to be all we thinking about. But yeah, this is what we're looking at, by the way, in terms of... Oh, we disappeared very, very quickly. The table. Let's get the table for you very, very quickly. At the moment, going from the top downwards, Villa 9, Liverpool 9. This is with everyone having played 3 games. 2 English teams, the only ones with a 100% record. That is brilliant for us. Monaco and Brest coming in next, both on 7. The rest, this is obviously if all the games stay as they are. The rest of the teams in the top 8 that would go straight through are also all sitting on 7. That is going down Leverkusen, City, Sporting and Arsenal. We've then got Dortmund 6, Barca 6, Real 6, Benfica 6, Juve 6, Feyenoord 6 and Atleti 6. That takes you down to 15th. On 5 we've got Inter and Atalanta. Then in 18th on 4 we've got Sparta Prague, followed by Stuttgart, PSG and Celtic all on the same points. And then we've got Bayern on 3, Girona on 3, and AC Milan on 3, sitting in the last qualification space for the playoff round at the moment. Going out on 3, we've got Lille Bruges. Then 27th on 2 points, we've got PSV and Dinamo Zagreb are also on 2, but with a massively bad goal difference. 29th going downwards with 1 point, we've got Bologna, Shakhtar, Red Bull, Salzburg, that is, Young Boys. And then with no points after 3 games, we've got RB Leipzig, Sturm Graz, Rebsar, Belgrade, and of course Slovan Bratislava. But looking at this already, obviously it was spread out a bit with more games played, but the goal difference is going to be so important this year. It's going to be mad. The NBA is of course back now as well. I'm going to be watching that later. I've literally got up late today so I can stay up and watch the NBA. No watch long for that though. No watch long for that. It gets too stressful. I can't lie. But yeah, is anyone else going to be watching any of that stuff later? I'm guessing not, because you guys go to bed at a normal time. Maybe Cameron, because he obviously doesn't have to go to school tomorrow. Are they still giving you work to do or not? You still got to like complete all the work and stuff, but just do it at home. Since home learning became a thing and working from home, spoke nonsense. You've got to do it all the time now. But yeah, we of course had some games yesterday. The Celtics won pretty comfortably, and the Lakers just edged past the Timberwolves, which I weren't expecting. Tonight we've got a massive slate, but at 2 AM we've got Memphis Grizzlies back. They're not going to kick off at 2 AM because they never do. They're going to be late. That's a late game time. We're not even bothered with that. It's not the latest game time at 3 AM. That is woke nonsense, in my opinion. But we will be back very, very, very soon for this second half, because it was only 2 minutes added on, and we're now at 9:04 here, so they should be back out. I'm surprised they're not. We're getting some adverts right now, but nothing else. Not back in the game yet. I'm just waiting for it. We're waiting for the second half. The champions. They're walking back out here. Everyone's ready apart from a few players to go. So, we are going to divulge in a bit of second half action right here. City have gone 2-0 up. Nathan Ake has scored there before this game's even kicked off for the second half. So it's all going well in Manchester. We'll see if they start resting some people soon, because obviously they've got a lot of big games coming up in the Premier League. Fury of Usyk 2's already been announced. I didn't know that. That is going to be 21st of December. Ooh, I didn't know that had been announced. I thought we were doing a bit more fanfare about it, but I still fancy Usyk to win, same as before. We're about ready for the second half here, guys. We're going to kick off. Barca, 3-1 up. Are they going to put a bit of more misery on Bayern Munich, though? Are they going to try and really push that goal difference? Because I think it is going to mean a lot of the end we're off. Or are Bayern maybe going to come back into it? The next goal is going to be massive. There is finally a break in the deadlock in Austria. Red Bull Salzburg have gone behind and 1-0 down to Dinamo Zagreb. Sandro Klenovic scored there. Barca straight back on it with a long ball between the two centre-backs. They know exactly how to hurt Bayern. They've done it 3 times in the first half, but knowing Bayern and knowing Vincent Kompany, they probably won't adapt well. They probably won't try and plug that hole. and stop themselves conceding a few more. It's been a brilliant game to watch. Oh, that's a great ball. It's another long one over to Elise. Holding on to him, we've got Balde, but Elise's done brilliantly there. Balde all over him. I think Elise did enough for a free kick there, but it hasn't been given, and he's not really complaining, to be fair to him. But yeah, Balde was all over him there. He did so well to get a touch on the ball, even. But unfortunately, ended up taking it out at the end. Good to know that the YouTube stream health is excellent. That's what we like. Okay, Elise with the ball again here, but they've got a lot more back now by Munich. Barcelona, sorry. That is a dreadful ball. He hasn't even looked up. It's just found Jules Koundé, who's vibing in the middle. And his long ball is blocked, but it has deflected and kind of spun. It's a throw-in just inside Bayern's half for Barcelona. Just zooming in there on the men at the side there. Speculating perhaps who might be going on for both sides. Will we see Musiala, who hasn't even got his tracksuit on? He's just wearing a bib at the side over his kit. Or is he going to be saved? Or are they going to maybe bring him on when it's already too late? I think that's the main thing for Bayern at the moment. They've got to change something. Muller has not been good enough. Elise's played well. Kane has got on the end of everything very well. He's diverted literally everything that's come to him into the net, whether onside or not. He seems to be in hot form today in front of the goal. So just feed him, you know. But it's kind of in the middle where it slows down. Bayern have had to go down the wings every time. They've had nothing through the middle. Kane's had to drop deep there, and the only option he's had has been to give it back to Manuel Neuer, which is very, very telling. Just trying to find. I think that's open. Oh, no. Okay, I think they've still got it there, Bayern. Yeah, I was about to say Upamecano's lost it, but he hasn't. It's gone down the wing to Fonzie, then Nabry, and then Kane's lost it in the middle. But a free kick's been given for something. Gonna have another look here, just when Fonzie controlled it. Flicked it over Koundé. Yeah, okay, Koundé's just pushed him with both hands. Madness and badness makes a combination. That's how bored I am, man. That's how bored I am. Oh, dear. But yeah, we would like another goal very, very soon to make this interesting. That is offside, though, and Bayern's goals are not going to count if they're offside. They still need to smarten up for that. But yeah, Musiala coming on, I think, is a real wild card here. But he's not their only strong sub. Got likes of Kingsley Coman on the bench. Leroy Sané, I thought, looked good when I've seen him recently. So it'd be interesting to see if maybe he gets some minutes. But you never know. You never know. Of course, Barca have got a few players on the bench as well, but I feel like Bayern's bench is more exciting. And there's been another error here. Lewandowski is in out of nothing, and it's a really good recovery from Kim Min-jae, but Barca have still got it. Rafinha on the edge. He's looking for the hat-trick, but unselfishly he's tried to kite it across. It's been cut out. I actually think the shot was on there, and in the form he's in, the finishes he managed to do earlier, he could definitely get himself a goal. And there's just no outball there. That, I think, was very, very harsh. Kane's dived. Kane has dived. There's nothing for it. He's chucked himself on the floor to get his team a bit of time. Won a free kick on the halfway line. I thought that was a fair tackle, personally. But Bayern right onto the cosh there. You can see why he's done that. That's not a foul. That's absolutely a dive. Just watching Neuer again here. The distribution just isn't good enough. It's not got enough to get to Muller. And 1-2 passes, bang, they're in. But luckily, the defence was a lot more turned on this time if you're a Bayern fan. I'm kind of rooting for Bayern at the moment just because I want the game to stay close. I want it to be more goals, but I'd rather it was to keep the game close. Because obviously, Barca get another. They're going to be in cruise control. They're going to be thinking about the weekend. Bayern might be thinking about their weekend game as well, thinking this one's gone. And then the game just kind of turns into a bit of drivel. But Elise carrying it forward here. Again, he's got nothing in the middle. Kane's very, very deep. So they're just going to go back to Kimmich, who was booked in the first half, actually. If you remember. That's a lovely ball from Kane. It is really impressive how, as a striker and a finisher, he can play that ball so well. It's bounced around in the box. It's almost fallen to Kane. It's fallen again here. Oh, it's gone just wide in the end from Paulinho. That bounced around everywhere. I could not keep track of that at all. Yeah, the ball was kind of dinked over. Almost fell to Kane. Didn't in the end. He took a touch that was just too good. The clearance hit a Barca player, which actually controlled it for Paulinho, but then they managed to get bodies in the way quick enough and just make sure the shot wasn't on target. Yeah, good defending in the end, but shouldn't be getting that far, should it? In my opinion, shouldn't be getting to that point before anything is done about it. just a bit mad. Just a bit mad. I do think it's brilliant for the game that these two sides are being so open, but at the same time, it's a bit worrying if these are two elite teams and they're defending this is bad. Especially Bayern Munich. But we all know about big game Upamecano. Even at the World Cup, when they, of course, got to the final in 2022, he was just lucky in a lot of those games. Got away with a lot of fouls. Didn't play particularly well. He never does in tournament football with Upamecano. It's a great mystery as to why. But he's just shown again today that he's just not good enough. He might be good on his day, but you can't have, if you're Bayern Munich, you can't really have players that are on their day players, at least in your starting team. I know they have rotated a bit at the back, but he should be starting in the Champions League. It's as simple as that. Bayern just with no way through right now. Little run off into the channel. Even Polina is kind of making the runs into the channel now. Again, Elise has nothing on, goes for the crossfield ball. Fonzie's going to pick it up, but it's just been slowed down by Kunda. But yeah, there's kind of no movement for that direct ball into the box there, which Fonzie was actually looking for. And of course, with that ball being played with everyone's over on the other side of the pitch, even Nadbury is kind of tucked in, so Fonzie didn't really have many out balls. He just had to be patient and wait, which obviously let Barca back into position. But yeah, Bayern are trying to make something happen here, but they're not getting anywhere. The shape from Barca is really good. That surprised me. I thought their defending as a unit would have been quite a bit worse. It's not been the best at times. Nadbury, I think, is just offside there. He's got the ball on the edge. He's played it across again. Inigo Martinez clears, and the flag has gone up as we expected. I don't get, man. You're all professional footballers, so you could be this clueless of the offside trap. They've been playing the whole time. I know Nadbury is close to it. He's taking a chance. He knows maybe if he does that 3 times, he'll get in once. But he's quick enough to have an extra yard against Inigo Martinez. Just be a little bit more careful. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I haven't had the busiest of days. I've done stuff, but I haven't had the busiest of days. I shouldn't be this knackered. As I said earlier, watching this game has made me tired, and it's because of the amount of running they've done and how quick it's been commentating and talking about it rather than it being boring. It definitely hasn't been boring. I think this game is boring, and there's not going to be a football match that ever entertains you, is there? But yeah, it's just moving it around Bayern, saying this before, not really guessing anywhere that's going to trouble Barcelona. Barca are happy to let them do this. But it's exhausting to be the one with the ball this time, but it's also exhausting to be the ones that have to try and keep the focus and keep the shape. So we'll see who maybe blinks first. And Guerrero has got in a little pocket of space down that side. He's running now at Martin as he goes into the middle. Well, he's tried to play that ball. He's tried to play kind of a reverse ball there to Kane along the floor. It was a very clever idea, but Barca saw it coming. They want a free kick there for Rafinha, but it's not going to be given. And now they come down the side of the pitch again by Munich, trying to get that ball into the box. But surprise, surprise, Kane isn't there. And they have to play the switch ball to Gnabry. And Kunda's become a lot more switched on to that now. And he's just headed it away. Bayern have still got it, but again, they're not really getting anywhere. Kane has got to be careful when that ball goes down the line that he is on side for the cross as well, of course. Had that one ruled out in the first half where he didn't really wait. Gnabry just needs to drag Kunda away here. They've got a 2-on-1. And now Barca got players back. He just needed to do something that could make Jules Kunda think he was a threat as well there. Make sure that he could put all his eggs in one basket and he take the ball off Thomas Muller, but he just didn't do well enough there. That is 100% going to be a foul. The ref's waited and ain't giving it, and that has sent the crowd mental. That is a free kick there. Barca got a little bit impatient trying to win it. You can just see it here. Got a little bit impatient trying to win it. He's just can't Gnabry down there. Simple free kick. But it's the fact the ref lets you play on for a second and then blows the whistle. Well, that's a pet peeve I have as well. That really annoys me when the ref does that, and it is frustrating watching it being in the ground when that happens, because you think you've played on, you see the counter attack coming forward, and then you get it, and you get the extra frustration of we were away when the ref's given it. Yeah, I understand the frustration there. It's not frustration; it's a free kick, but it's frustration about taking too long with a decision for me. It compiles the annoyingness of conceding a free kick. Bayern players, as we've seen all night, standing offside. Why am I so tired? Yeah, standing offside. Kane running in from deep here. It's a good ball in. It's well cleared in the end. But I think Bayern are going to recover it. They are with, who else? Michael Elise. It's just a goal 2-0 to City. So I guess Ake's goal didn't count. and it was only 1-0 to City, and that was ruled out. But they've scored now through Haaland, and Rafinha's away here for a hat-trick. He just can't get the ball under control, but he's taken a shot from long, and that's another stunning finish. This is ridiculous. Again, it looks like the chance has gone for Rafinha, and he's put it away with a really such a clever finish. What a player to watch at the moment, you have to say. It looked like the chance was gone, and then he's just drilled it. Not even with that much power. From outside the box, such great placement. Neuer's never getting there. It's gone along the floor without too much speed, but he's got no chance. Looked like the ball was caught under his feet. Looked like the chance was gone. Looked like a block was going to get in. It's a ridiculous finish. Honestly. Just seeing Rafinha play this well. After watching him for Leeds, he was good for Leeds, but he never really struck me as a player that could do this and be this good. Unbelievable, man. Lamine Yamal, he even looks surprised about this, but unbelievable, man. Just watching it again here, it's Lamine Yamal, but that is a beautiful ball. It was at Rafinha's kind of chest height, and it looked like the chance had gone as he tried to get under control and take a good touch out of his feet. And then, out of nowhere, Feyenoord have just scored as well. Yeah, outside the box, on the left, that is such a good finish. Because obviously Neuer is kind of expecting if he blasts it, it's going to be a bit more central or he's snatching at the shot. But with the way his feet were and how he couldn't get out of his feet, I don't know how he's managed to get such a clean strike on that. And Neuer has no chance. Neuer's almost got there. But I don't blame him for not getting there. That is certainly not a mistake. Barca are now 4-1 up at home to Bayern Munich. Wow. We knew we were going to get a good game and I thought Barca would win. But I didn't think it'd be like this. We've still got over a third of the game to go. 4 goals in 3 matches. This man of the match Rafinha card is going to hit different. And from kickoff, well, Bayern have shot from kickoff actually. It hasn't gone in. Surely now this is where Bayern start looking at it and going, do we just cut our losses, think about the weekend? It's too late now for Jamal Musiala because he's not going to get them anything out of the game. And this is what I said. You've got to make your changes early. You're already 3-1 down at half time. They've changed nothing, and now we see Musiala coming on. Hansi Flick still giving instructions to Rafinha when the man has already scored a hat-trick. Always talking to him, and Lamine Yamal almost managed to get in there. Managed to get back to Neuer, but I don't think, again, that we're done for goals because this Bayern defence is shaky. And the funny thing is, for 2 of the goals, I think they've actually defended okay. They've covered off Rafinha okay, but he's just done so well. He's just been so clever with the ball. It really is impressive. But yeah, we are going to see Jamal Musiala. We'll see if that changes much. There's quite a few players staying forward here. And Bayern have got a chance to score. It's a dreadful touch from Gnabry. Just takes it away from him. And that's been the difference tonight. Rafinha there would have kept hold of that ball. Would have got the shot off even in a difficult situation. But Gnabry just panics there. Takes a poor touch. And it will be a corner for Bayern. It's still a corner. Still a chance to score. But you'd rather it already gone in. Making a quadruple sub. Coming on, we've got Goretzka, Sané, Musiala, and Coman. So, obviously, I will tell you who has been subbed off as well. But Müller, Elise, Gnabry, and Palinha are coming off. Interesting. So, where are they all going? Goretzka, I'm presuming, is going to Palinha's position. Musiala into Müller's. Elise coming off is a surprise for me. I think he's been good. But that might probably be so that he could play at the weekend. That's my best guess. But yeah, on the 60th minute, a quadruple sub. I don't know if that was planned anyway, to have them all ready for the weekend or not. So let's just change who's on the pitch for Bayern Munich. So Gnabry has come off. He's been replaced by Kingsley Coman. That corner has come in. It's bounced around, but Bayern haven't managed to profit from it. I think it's going to be cleared here. Still a little battle going on in the corner. The Mao has to drag it out of play. It's a free kick. Sorry, not free kick. A throw quite high up the pitch for Bayern Munich. And that's a good bit of play. It's a nice one too, but they've just overplayed it there. There's some lovely that didn't play on the edge of the box there with Goretzka involved for Bayern, but they've just tried too much and it hasn't come off for them. I'm still surprised that Elise's come off. I really am. Of course, Palinha as well wasn't the best, but I would have taken off Kimmich, who's already on a booking. So that one kind of surprised me as well. Goretzka onto the pitch now for Bayern Munich as well, of course, involved there. Koeman's already committed a foul. And here is our first change for Barcelona. It's going to be Frenkie de Jong entering the action. And he is replacing someone who's been... Oh, no. I thought it was going to be Fermin Lopez. It is... Okay, it's... Ah! Yeah, it is Fermin Lopez. Rafinha's just giving him the armband. He's giving the armband to Frenkie de Jong, who's going to be the captain now. And, yeah, Rafinha relinquishes the armband. Fermin Lopez has played quite well. Goes off now. De Jong onto the pitch for Barcelona. And this is exactly what he would have been thinking about going onto the pitch. He'd be very happy with him being 4-1 up. Balde now is on the edge of the Bayern box. He's got loads of space ahead of him. He's tried to go across with the cross, and eventually Upamecano gets back and snuffs out the danger. It's going to be a corner to Bayern, to Barca there. But Bayern have, at the end, they've blocked it, but they shouldn't have been in that situation. We praised as good defending from Upamecano, but they shouldn't have got that far. Just a simple ball was split the left back and the centre back. And Balde had so much space in front of him. Upamecano, impressive with the pace to get back. But as I said, shouldn't be getting that far. Can they make it 5? It's going to be Pedri whipping it in. Decides to go short to Lamine Yamal again. Is he going to beat his man, or is he going to try and give it back to Pedri? Looks like he's going to try and play it for a gap. He's found Rafinha. That was really easy to see. There's... Oh, Lamine Yamal's gone down in the box. Nothing given. John Stones has just scored for City, and going back, there was an offside, so it doesn't matter about the foul or anything. The refs told him to stop and wait, but whether that's a foul or not, of course, won't matter if there's an offside. Just looking at it here, for me, that is a penalty if he is onside. There's not the most contacts, but Guerrero's cut across him. He's got the man, he hasn't got any of the ball. The ref says play on. I believe it, of course, must have been offside, because for me, that is a foul. And would have been a penalty otherwise. Of course, I can see why people kind of disagree on that one, but for me, that's got to be a penalty. See the timer there. We're into our last... We're over an hour now. We're into the last half an hour of the game. And is Sané onside here? I think he is. Just playing it 1-2 in the middle. That's definitely a foul by Frenkie de Jong. And that is going to be a Bayern free kick just inside the Barca half. Barca are cruising now. They really are. Bayern look better. Definitely would have changed their made. They look better. But are they going to get 3 goals? I absolutely don't think so. They're going to get 1, probably. But I don't fancy him to get more than 1. And of course, that's presuming that Barcelona don't score anymore, and they easily could. They still look a more threatening team. Bayern do look better, but they still don't look as good as Barcelona do. Lille have equalised in Madrid against Atletico. That's some brilliant play there by Musiala. Skips through, manages to get out to the side. It's a dreadful cross. Really lazy cross from Sané, who didn't even look up. But Koeman's managed to get back on the far side. Really good movement from Goretzka. But they've decided just to recycle it there, not put the ball in the box. Now is the time that Bayern have decided to stop being patient, which is very interesting. Guerrero is going to get there right on the byline. Tried to find Kane. And in the end, it is cleared for a Bayern throw-in right by the corner flag on the right wing for them. Upamecano is actually the man who gets there. Upamecano, the centre-back, is now standing out on the right wing, getting involved in the play as well. It's bouncing around there, and it's going to be another Bayern throw. And this time, Upamecano manages to relinquish his position and go back. Musiala, the magician on the ball now. It's such a shame he doesn't play for England. It's another throw-in for Bayern. They're not really getting anywhere with it, though. They're just stuck in that corner. They can't get out. This Barca press has been amazing. I said that first half. I thought both teams pressed quite well, but Barca have sustained it much better. And that was dreadful from Kim Min-jae, but his straight pass actually goes through the legs of the oncoming Lamine Yamal. He's got so lucky there. Lucky boy. He's not going to go home happy with his performance tonight, Kim Min-jae. And before the game, I was seeing reaction from Bayern fans at the lineup. They were not happy with him or Upamecano starting. But I mean, who are the alternatives at this point? Who else plays for them that could maybe take up that position? That's a good run. Maybe it's somewhere where they need to invest. That's a lovely ball, actually, from Sané to Koeman, who I thought keeper's going to come for that. He hasn't. Koeman's still going. He's gone too far and just snatches it wide. That has been the difference. The decision-making has been much, much better from Rafinha. He's made 2 goals out of nothing. Another goal for defensive error, and then, of course, a Lewandowski goal as well. But that's the difference. It just takes too long. Bayern just don't have that cutting edge. You can just see it here. The goal's coming again. Rafinha, the way he brings it down, He's still miles away. You don't expect him to shoot from there. It's such a good finish. It's such a good finish, honestly. Without it being nesting in the top corner and smashed into the top corner, that's exactly what he should have done in that situation. He's kept it low, kept it in the corner. Oh, lads, Nicholas Fulkrug's fit. Oh no, he's gone to Germany for more treatment. He's got to have more injections. Oh, Neil. He's never going to play for us, is he? Lovely ball there from the Barca keeper from Miguel Peña. Lovely. City have scored a fourth, by the way. They're running away with it now. Haaland is now stat padding against Sparta Prague. Lamine Yamal again, that is brilliant. He's found Rafinha, who's now drifting into the middle a bit. This is so fluid from Barcelona. But they're not in any rush to get forwards. They're just knocking it around so nicely. This is heritage, this. This is Barca heritage. Now Gavi's got away from 3 men with 1 touch. This is magical at times. And yeah, Barca look the real deal this season. I've got to say, they're doing the business in the league. I wasn't sure how they'd fare in a game like this. I know Bayern are not that good at the moment, but Barca just look... Not even... They've pressed really well, don't get me wrong, but it's not even the cohesion between teams. Just individually, they've got so much magic in the side now. Obviously, everyone knows about Lamine Yamal. Everyone knows about Rafinha at the moment, but Fermin Lopez looks really good. Gavi's got out of a tough situation a lot of times here with some class. Barca just with another free kick there. Benfica are back in their game there now. Only 1 goal down at home to Feyenoord. Aktürklu has got their goal there. But yeah, Barca, just individually, they've got so much talent on that pitch. It's really good to watch. And of course, with all of these touch players, you've also got the likes of Lewandowski as well. Baldé's coming along really nicely, left back. Yeah, exciting. A lot of these players, of course, aren't that old either. A lot of them from La Masia, which is great to see. It's good times. It's good times for Barcelona. It'd be nice to see them coming back into the fold. They've got their new superstar now, Lamine Yamal, and they've got their supporting cast. It's hard to call them supporting cast, but they've got their other players who are not the poster boy, but they're still very, very important. They've got the Neymars of their team. They've got Rafinha. They've got a much better working midfield. I don't think they go all the way in the Champions League, but this could definitely be a... they should definitely be targeting the Liga, Copa del Rey, those kind of things, and making a good inroad into the Champions League. I can see semi-finals for them maybe this year. And the core is all Spanish as well, which is very, very impressive. Obviously, apart from Rafinha. I don't count Frenkie de Jong as one of their core players. Or Lewandowski. Lewandowski's played well, but I don't think he is one of their main men anymore. He's done well up front. I know he's still scoring goals, but I think it's all about the wingers now. I think it's all about the wingers there. And speaking of, Gavi's actually drifted out onto the wing. He's found lower on the edge of the box. They've actually got no players in the box at the moment, so they're very, very happy just to knock it around. Bit of the tiki-taka we're used to, and Bayern just have to hook it clear, and it's going to come straight back at them. Bit of head tennis. Jules Koundé now getting in with a few lovely touches, a few kick-ups there to actually get away from his man. They're so comfortable, Barca, and it's actually really nice to watch. They're starting to express themselves a bit more now. They're so far ahead, and I was worried this game would be dead, but whilst they're knocking it around and not really attempting to score as much or rushing it, it's very, very nice to watch at times. Rafinha gets a lovely little double kiss there. Upamecano with a good tackle, but just bounced back to him. But in the end, Bayern get it clear, only to lose it again straight away. This game is definitely gone for Bayern now. They've laid all their subs down. They've really had their only roll of the dice and not got anywhere with it. Oh, I think Lowe's been fouled there. Nothing given. Nothing given. He was going over, but nothing given. Just confirmation again there. City are falling up. There's a reason I didn't watch that game, because I knew it would be boring. I don't actually like watching City, personally. Sometimes they do some really good stuff. They've got some really good goals, but it's so frustrating. It's just side to side to side to side. It's so robotic, so boring. And Pep doesn't like you doing skills, does he? That's why I love Savinho so much for them. It gives them something that's kind of been coached out of a lot of their players. Upamecano just doing well enough there to get it back to Neuer. Under the pressure again from guess who? Rafinha. We're approaching just the 70th minute now, going into the 70th minute. And it looks like it's going to be one winner to this game. They're trying to play that ball to Musiala, who's kind of playing shadow striker kind of role there. As Kane drops back, he kind of fits into that striker role while Kane's not there, like you see Bellingham do for England. Just can't get on the end of it. And Yamal just knocking it about here with Gavi. And yeah, they're happy to play it back there, take their time, Barcelona, and you can't blame them at 4-1 up. You really can't. It'll be interesting to see when we see more Bayern or more Barcelona subs. Bayern, of course, already made 4 of their 5. Barca only with 1 for now. Question is, let's keep Rafinha on there, try and get him some more goals. Do they take him off because he's done all he can? We'll see. Yours Kunda is not really bothering to get back now. He's getting very, very far at the pitch. It's a little Rabona there as well from the Yamal. It was a good idea, but it didn't come off because it wasn't read by Kunda. But yeah, they look so comfortable out there. Barcelona. A buying goal, I don't even think would change that. Making it 4-2, I don't think would change that. But yeah, great performance from the Catalan club so far. I really thought even at 2-1, Bayern were maybe going to snatch one back and really make a game of this, but I feel like Barca have been favourites the whole time. When they were 1-0 up, they did go a bit more cautious and Bayern went for it, but now I think Bayern are resigned to the fact that they're not going to win this game, or even get a draw. Getting forward now with Kingsley Coman. But yeah, he's only got Kane in the box. He's got a few people on the edge. Lots back for Barca. Lord, yeah, I know that's not the best commentary. Musiala's managed to weave for a few there. He's had a shot. It's been blocked. But yeah, it's trying to create in the middle. We haven't had enough of that. I've said that the whole time for Bayern. There's just that attempted Rabona again. Unlucky, Lamine. Love that you're trying it, mate. Come on. I say that as if he's... I'm saying, giving him advice as if he's not younger than me. Yeah, that tells you enough, doesn't it? Makes me feel washed at the age of 21. What's going on in the middle here? Everyone in the box is so small. Apart from Kane. And they all look tiny. Who's going to be the man they're going to aim for here? I think it's going to go far post. It has gone far post. Oh, he's shot! It's been saved, it's been punched away. Wasn't expecting that. They came across, I think it was, had a few players come across actually Bayern to try and mark the goalkeeper. Someone to get a glove on it and actually not just get a glove on it, but get a glove on it and poke it away somewhere that wasn't immediate danger. He's done really well there. Barcelona still persisted with that high line. Bayern have got the ball, but they've got it kind of with their back four. Barca basically on the halfway line as well, squeezing that space. And I don't blame them, it's worked so well. It's worked so well for them. Here we go again with Bayern. It's Fonzie, who's been one of their better players, exploding into that space behind Kunda, and he has won a corner. Using that pace to his advantage, actually carrying the ball forward rather than going with the pass. I think Fonzie's actually been alright tonight. He's 4-1, he's a defender. They're 4-1 down. But I think he's actually been alright. I think it's a lot more trouble's been the other side. Guerrero is rarely back. Open Meccano and Kim Min-jae are both dreadful. And yeah, Neuer's had a few shaky moments as well, which isn't... If you're a centre-back, you want confidence in your goalkeeper, and I don't think he's given them that tonight. I don't think you blame Neuer for any of the goals, but obviously the Yamal did tackle him at one point, which was slightly worrying. But yeah, straight from the corner, it gets cleared, and the high line is back straight away for Barcelona. Lots of space on the far side there on the right wing, but then don't use it. I decided to go back to Coman, who's just fallen on his arse. Ha ha! I shouldn't laugh. He's way better at football than I'll ever be, but that was quite funny. They're looking for Kane there. He's definitely offside. Headed away by Martinez, who has to put it in the crowd, and the flag don't go up. So Bayern actually do get the throw out of that, which isn't really fair because Kane was 100% offside. And obviously, if done that, he's interfering if they're intercepted. Rafinha's coming off now. What a game he's had. A whole stadium, on the Barcelona side anyway, standing, applauding, appreciating. What a performance. Dani Olmo is the man that will be replacing him. Wow. Genuinely, and that's an all-time UCL performance. It is. That might be a controversial take, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is personally. That is an all-timer for me. Olmo comes on. Is that an all-time UCL performance? I think it's up there. I think it's right to be up there as well. I'm thinking lower in the chair. I've just realised all the time. Let's make it a bit higher. There we go. There you go. That's better. That looks more professional, doesn't it? This doesn't look professional at all. But that looks better. Oh, they're coming forward here. Again, Bayern. But they're not getting anywhere. It's Jules Koundé who's locking it up on that side, stopping Musiala this time. We're into the final 15 minutes. We're on the home stretch. Lille have actually gone ahead now. Atletico. Jonathan David with a penalty. Turn that game on its head. That's very interesting. Lille, I think I put them on 100% record as well as it stands. So let's just check that. Oh, I was wrong there. Actually, oh no, we'll put them on 9 points instead of losing earlier. Oh no, they've already lost. Yeah, they've already lost a game. That's my bad. That is updated actually the whole time. Liverpool are now in the 80th minute. They're still 1-0 up. It's Darwin Núñez who's made the difference there. Just looking down the table here. Lille are on 6 points. That is correct. Liverpool, Villa, and City as the top three. Not in that order. Villa top, then Liverpool, then Man City. 3 English teams in the top 3. One isn't there, and that is Arsenal, who are on 7 points. They're still unbeaten. They're in 8th. All 4 of the English teams taking up half the spaces. But here's a massive chance for Bayern Munich. And Sane, who managed to get in, slows down, waits for his man to get there, and then doesn't beat him. That's dreadful from Sane. He just had to be direct there and shoot like Rafinha's done every time. That's a beautiful ball over the top by Kane. Balde's dealt with it really well. He's impressed me tonight. But it's just too slow from Bayern. And now Dani Olmo is getting away. No one near him. Plays it over to Lamine Yamal, who's taking a brilliant touch. And now he's direct. This is the difference. He takes 2 touches, goes for a shot, it's blocked out for a corner. That is the massive difference here. They're so much more direct, Barcelona. They're not taking their time. They're getting on with it. When players from Bayern really, really aren't. You've seen it again there, Yamal. 1 touch, 2 touch. His touch is so good, which really helps. 1 touch, 2 touch, takes a shot, wins the corner. It gives the defence so much less time, which is how it should be done. That is how it should be done. Ooh. Really taking their time over this corner. And it's going to go, finally. It's out to the edge of the box. That was absolutely dreadful. 2 touches after the corner. Barca on the halfway line. They have won a free kick, though. It's just a bit of frustration there from Kingsley Coman. The advantage is going to be played. Gavi, looking for that crossfield ball again, just decides to go along the floor, just shifting it. Instead of doing the whole cross from one wing to the other in one motion, they're just shifting it a bit slower. Why would you risk it when you're 4-1 up? Absolutely don't need to. Apparently, Haaland just got a back heel volley. But then he's also playing against Sparta Prague. Ball's in through the middle again. Both the defenders are parted. Lewandowski now is eventually herded out of play for just a corner by Kim Min-jae. The defenders for Bayern, we've said it again and again and again. They're so far apart from each other. There is a massive, massive gap there. I have not seen a hole that big in a long time. Just having a look again at what's going on in the other games, see if we've just missed anything, but I don't think we have. I don't think we have missed anything going on elsewhere. It's going to be another corner. They go short again, and these corners have really not worked for Barca. If one thing could be improved for them, it is certainly the corners. They are absolutely dire. Eventually the ball goes in. Oh, well, headed away by Upamecano, but it's still there. It's a volley. Bouncing around. Frankie de Jong blocks again. Another shot across. It hits de Jong on the floor. Then it's cleared. Still no flag goes up. And Bayern get it back to the halfway line. But Barcelona have got possession again. It's a lovely ball straight over the top for Lamine Yamal from Gavi. Cuts inside. Loses out in the end to Chiero. Zagreb have doubled their lead away at Salzburg through Bruno Petkovic. That's just another goal for you. That was really awkward, actually, why I said that. But yeah, looking at the scores as well, we're just going to go through them quickly. Our full times are Atlanta 0, Celtic 0. Bayer Leverkusen held Brest to a 1-1 draw at Brest. And then our games that are going on, they're all 80th minute or 80 between the 80th and 85th minutes. Atletico Madrid were ahead. They now trail 2-1 at home to Lille. Barcelona, of course, are 4-1 up to Bayern Munich, as you can see here. Benfica are trailing 2-1 at home to Feyenoord. Feyenoord were 2-0 up. Benfica, of course, searching for an equaliser now. It's been a very comfortable night at the Etihad for Man City, who are now 4-0 up with Haaland scoring twice. Liverpool continue their good record so far. They are leading Leipzig 1-0, pointless Leipzig, that is. Darwin Núñez with the goal in Germany. Red Bull Salzburg, it's not a good day for the Red Bull clubs. They're 2-0 down to Dinamo Zagreb. That's a game that would have been earmarked as one they could potentially get points from. And Young Boys, who were pointless before tonight, are holding Inter Milan. Inter Milan cannot find a way to break down the Young Boys. 0-0 there in Switzerland. That's a lovely ball over the top to Jules Koundé. He's bodied his man, and that is a harsh free kick to give referee. If this game was close, that would be a controversial one. Shoulder to shoulder for me. 100% shoulder to shoulder. So looking at it again here, that's not a foul. Koeman's just gone over, knowing it was his only chance. He wasn't going to catch Koundé anyway. It was go over and hope you get a free kick, or he's in anyway. So he's taken not even really a risk, just the only thing he could do, and it's worked. He's got away with it there. That is just it's annoying. That's annoying if you're a Barca fan. Lovely ball over as well. Would Jules Koundé have scored? Maybe not. Yes, it had a lot to do, but got to at least give him the chance. Barca winning it again there, and this time there is no foul. Lamine Yamal's been fouled. His touch is just so consistent every time. Goes one way, goes the other, but he has been delayed really well. That is a stunning cross, and I don't know how Lewandowski's missed. Out of nowhere, he didn't even have an inch to get the cross in Yamal. He's got it in anyway, and he surprised everyone, including Lewandowski, who absolutely should have put it away. It was curling away from him, to be fair. But he's got nothing on it, Lewandowski. I think he was a bit worried about colliding with the post. Looks a bit annoyed, but he absolutely should have scored there. He certainly could have stretched far enough to get a toe on the ball. I just don't think he was ready for it, and it came across very quickly. But Lamine Yamal, absolute magician, honestly. And the fact that he's not even man of the match tells you so much about how dangerous Barca can be these days. Just playing it through there. Another gap for Bayern. It's just plugged again by Baldo, who has had a difficult day out there. He's been against Elise and now against Leroy Sané, with players running around him all the time from the fullback or from midfield. But he's done a good job. I'm still not sure about Olmo playing left wing, but in a game like this, with the score as it is, you can't really blame Barca for maybe trying a few things. Maybe just playing players out of position so other players get a rest, that kind of thing. It works. Lamine Yamal is still causing problems. Almost playing well. Drifting very far back here, just maybe helping them keep possession a little bit better now. They're doing well. Gavi again with a little flick, but no one's read it. No one anywhere near it, but still waste time. Bayern have got to go and collect that ball. It hasn't gone out of play. They've got to run back and get it. Musiala now trying to do a bit of magic on his own. He's seen Kane make a good run, but Kane was offside, unfortunately. So that is going to be a goal kick. Kane's still going. He's looking a bit tired, but he's kept plodding along. Just another little goal kick here. Double change coming in. It looks like we are going to see... Oh, a triple change. We're going to see Ansu Fati. We're going to see Gavi. And I don't know who the other bloke is. I wish I could give you more info than that. Still no goals elsewhere. We're getting towards the end of the game now. Everywhere, that is. It's going to be glitchy there. It says it's half-time. It's certainly not half-time. Yeah, back to the lineups. Going on, we've got Paul Victor is out of one. Ansu Fati. And as I said, Gavi is joining them as well. You're going to get 3 coming off in a second. Number 19 is the first to go up. That is Lamine Yamal, who again has played brilliantly today. Shakes hands with everyone as he goes off. We'll see who's going to be joining him on the bench. Great performance again from him. It's going to be Pedri and Lewandowski. All can be very, very happy with their performances today. Pedri been very good. Lamine Yamal has been brilliant. Lewandowski, of course, got a goal as well. Perhaps should have 2. Rafinha's the man at the moment, but I've really, really enjoyed watching Lamine Yamal tonight as well. So, yeah, hats off to him. Off he goes. Let's just change our lineup there. We've got 3 players come off. We've got 3 players come on, of course. Lewandowski looking very, very pleased with how this has gone. So he's replaced City, get their 5th, and it is a Matheus Núñez penalty. That's the first goal he scored in quite a while. Good for him. He's kind of feels like he's got a big style treatment taking a penalty, but fair play to him. Guerrero has been replaced by Conrad Lima as well, which is interesting actually, because they do not play in the same position. I think Conrad Lima is going to have to play as a fullback. So on comes Gavi. On comes Ansu Fati. And of course, our play going off was Pedri. And he has been replaced. Let me check. My ball knowledge is not good enough at the moment. He's been replaced by Pal Victor. Long ball again there. Just going between the two at the moment. Both teams trying to play long ball and not getting anywhere right now. But yeah, I think Barcelona game's won. Bayern know the game's lost. Not much is going to happen. I'm all annoyed, just chilling with it right now. In no rush to get anything done. But I don't know why Bayern are doing this. They're trying to play around to the back when they can't. They can't hold on to the ball. And the clearance there almost landed on Danny Olmo's foot. He would have had a lot of space should he have been able to control it if it's gone past him too quickly. You can see on the timer at the bottom there, we've got just under 4 minutes until we go into added time. Ball brought down there by Goretzka. He's had his pocket picked. He's lucky it goes back to the keeper. Now, Bayern are actually making an absolute meal of this. I've got to say, you don't want to be seen being sloppy. You really don't. Can't be caught lacking like that. You can just see it's come up on the screen if you're watching the game. A hat-trick for Rafinha and a Lewandowski goal. And of course, Bayern's goal being scored by none other than Harry Kane, who's on the ball right now. He was looking for Coman and it was on, but it's been read really, really well. And there's an advantage there. No, they've lost the ball. Oh no, we are going advantage. The ref's making a mess of this. Can't really tell. Ball comes in. Oh, that's a corner. Thought that maybe got out before the keeper touched it. It was a really, really deep cross to Coman. Never an angle at goal, but keeper has kind of grabbed it, but it had already gone out. Apparently, it hadn't already gone out. Apparently, I thought it had. Musiala on the edge of the box here. Not even many forward for Bayern from the corner. Takes a little deflection, and it's been kept in there by Kai Peña. So another look at that there, yeah. Koeman, I think he's tried to control it, actually. It's almost looped over the keeper. That was actually quite awkward. Yeah, almost looped in. That certainly wasn't what he was trying to do. It was going wide, I'm pretty sure, but the keeper wanted to be safe about it, and why wouldn't you be? Oh, I did not have enough on it. Goretzka, but Neuer's got there first. Messes about with it again, but they keep the ball. I don't know why Bayern are taking these risks now. You're just going to make yourself look stupid. You're not getting anything out of it, really. Oh, and as I say, that Upamecano falls over, and Barca get the ball high up with Ansu Fati. Upamecano kind of atones for his errors. He slows them down, and Conrad Laimer eventually wins the ball back. That could have been terrible. It's another comedy of errors involving Upamecano. How many times will that be said this season? That's a great tackle to win it back again for Barcelona. They just look so much busier. That's a dreadful, dreadful little stamp there by Goretzka. He's gone for the ball. He's got there second quite easily. Gavi has not got up. And I think the ball might go out of play here. Kunda just knocking it around at the back. I think they do want the ball out of play. It's kicked out of play in the end, and let's hope that he's okay. He was just very, very late there to the ball, Goretzka. He's going to get a booking for his troubles, which I think is probably correct. He wasn't. I know he's trying to get the ball. I don't think it's malicious, but he's got their second, and he's got their second by quite a way. Yeah, it's just Casado that he is really late on him. That could have been a bit nasty. Oh, Inter have scored 90+3. Nothing for the young boys today. Marcus Thuram scores for Internazionale. And they are going to sneak a 1-0 win by the look of it away in Switzerland, breaking the hearts of young boys. Young boys. I've been waiting to say it all day. Okay. Can't say young boys without thinking of the Kaka meme, which is a real shame for Kaka because everyone remembers that and not the fact he was an amazing footballer. There's a man with blue gloves on the pitch in a suit, giving a little massage to the leg of the man who's injured. We're into injury time now. It's just going to be 3 minutes added on. They're zooming in on Lamine Yamal in the dugout. You can't really see what he's doing. He's just sitting behind it at the back. Very, very happy. Thomas Müller, on the other hand, does not look very happy with the way it's gone. Lille have sealed the deal in Madrid. They are now 3-1 up. Jonathan David has scored again. I mean, everyone wanted him a few seasons ago, but it seemed to have gone quiet with people being interested in Jonathan David. But now he's scoring again. He's got grass all over his face. I think Barca are going to get the ball back. For some reason, it's been a drop ball back to them. They kicked it out before the ref blew the whistle, so surely it's a throw-in. Bayern do the sportsmanlike thing, give it back. Surely we should just do that instead of this woke nonsense. Oh, that could have gone anywhere. It's brought down by Sané in the end after a clearance from the Barca keeper. And Upamecano almost lost it again. Split second away from losing that there. Just gets it back to Neuer with a clever little Trivela pass in the end. But my God, he does make it look difficult. Even when he plays well, he does make you have your heart in your mouth as a fan of the side. Leroy Sané's been okay since he's come. He's gone for another cold ball there. He kind of cuts in on the left, just inside the Barca half, looks to curl it through to Coman. And it has been on a few times, to be fair, but I haven't managed to profit from it. Zooming in Rafinha there, surely he's going to get man of the match for a really, really special performance today. Feyenoord have sealed the deal at Benfica as well. They're going to get a 3-1 win away there. But yeah, Rafinha, I think it has genuinely been an all-time performance tonight from him. That second and third goal especially. First one, a minute in, rounds the keeper so easily. Second, great finish. Didn't have an inch, managed to score. Third as well, looked like he lost the ball, managed to score. And the thing is about those goals is because he makes it look so easy. People go, oh, tap-ins, or oh, not the best goals in the world, or Bayern's defender wasn't good enough. But he's made them look like that for me. He's made that look easy. When, especially the second finish for me, really is not easy. That was really good. If you see it from that angle, from behind as well, the amount of curve he puts on that. Neuer's at full stretch. Neuer is not at fault for any of the goals, funnily enough. And he hasn't had a great night, Neuer, with his distribution, but he actually hasn't been at fault for any of the goals. That's just been pulled back there, I think, for an earlier free kick with Dani Olmo just inside his own half. About 30 seconds before Bayern are put out of their misery. And Barcelona will, of course, claim the 3 points, and they will climb up the Champions League phase table. Manuel Neuer will be probably not too happy with his performance. Seen him on the camera there. Doesn't look too pleased, and I wouldn't be either if I was him. But as I said, he's had a bad game based on the distribution, but he hasn't actually been at fault for any goals. And that is it. On the 93rd minute exactly, the whistle blows. And it is now confirmed. Bayern Munich won Barcelona with 4. What a game. I still think yesterday's one was perhaps a little bit better to choose as a match. But Barca Bayern 4-1, full time. Rafinha with a brilliant performance. Wow. He's played so well. Honestly. So well. Special performance. I know I've said it a few times, but this will go down. You'll be talking about this for years to come. He's in a rich vein of form at the moment. If he continues it will be interesting. Hopefully it's not like a Miguel Almiron on purple patch. But what a game. Worthy winners. I thought Barca would win, mainly because they're in good form. Bayern are definitely not at the moment. They're still kind of learning their way under Company. He's still learning how to coach an elite football team. I still don't think he was the right choice of manager for them. But tonight, Barcelona are happy winners. Bayern Munich, after 3 games in the Champions League phase, they've lost tonight. They, of course, lost to Villa as well. They are sitting there on just 3 points. They've only got 1 win in the league phase of the Champions League. And that game was actually against, if I go back and check, that game was against Dinamo Zagreb. Of course, they won that game 9-2. That's their only win. So their goal difference is looking okay, but that's taken a massive hit tonight. So our only goal this game today was Atalanta Celtic. Brest won, Leverkusen won. Lille currently 3-1 up at Atletico. Just a minute or 2 to go there. We've just seen Barcelona win 4-1 at home to Bayern Munich. Benfica are 3-1 down to final. That is the only other game that is still running right now. So this is our league table, our updated one. Villa and Liverpool the only sides on 9. Arsenal are down to 9th actually, but still on 7 points. Everyone else in that top 3 is on 7. Down from Man City, Monaco, Brest, Leverkusen, Inter and Sporting all sitting on 7. Arsenal are the only team outside of the automatic places that are that are not. They're only side out of the automatic places are on 7. When we go down to 6, we now find Barcelona heading up teams that got 6 points. followed by Dortmund, their old rivals Atletico Madrid, Benfica, Juventus, Lille, Feyenoord. 5 points for Atalanta in 17th. On 4 we find Stuttgart, PSG and Celtic, as well as Sparta Prague, Dinamo Zagreb. And occupying the final 2 knockout round places, we've got Bayern and Girona on 3. The other teams on 3 currently missing out are Milan, AC that is, Club Brugge and Atletico Madrid. Down in 28th on 2, we've got PSV, 29th Bologna, 30th Shakhtar. We've got quite a few teams that are still pointless if we have a look. The teams without a single point, and there is a lot of them. The Champions League table is not loading properly for me now, which is not great. But you've still quite a few teams who are pointless after 3 games, which is a bit embarrassing, if you ask me. Those teams are, you can see me trying to stall and get them up, are Leipzig, Sturm Graz, Red Star Belgrade, Red Bull Salzburg, Young Boys, and Slovan Bratislava. I hope they're going to pick up some points before the end of the league phase. But it's been 4-1 today. We've watched a brilliant game. Barcelona is so impressive. Bayern have got a lot to think about, but it's been entertaining. We've been live for 2 hours now, so that's going to be all from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching today. My voice is starting to go, you can tell. And yeah, I will see you very, very soon, hopefully, for another stream. So cheers again for watching, and goodbye.